Hello, friends. It is time. It's time. Jackbox, are you good? Says Jackbox 3 times in a row, and okay, that's fine. That's fine. We're gonna pretend that this is normal. Jackbox is being Jackbox. So, all right, what we're gonna go ahead and do is I am going to double check and make sure that the game capture is actually showing up, because sometimes, for some godforsaken reason, we have a struggle bus time. So we're gonna do a quick test here. Hopefully it shows up for us here. It's thinking about it. Of course. Perfect. Okay. I'm also going to go ahead and share this into the stream call for our friends who are planning on playing with us and you would like to be in the stream call and you've been in the stream call before. Go ahead and add yourself to general voice chat and then I can drag you in. For those who have not played games with us and been in a voice call with us, unlikely that tonight's going to be the night for you to be in the voice call. Sorry, it's just how it works, because I, as the streamer, am responsible for everything that everyone else says and does on my stream. So I would like to make sure that, you know, we're not getting in trouble with Twitch. I know, crazy, right? So I'm going to go ahead and bring these nerds back onto the call, and by that I mean I'm gonna undeafen myself, and we're gonna start with Monster Seeking Monster. There's sort of a little tradition that we'll talk about here in just a minute. Okay.
I don't know if Says will have the setting to require to be logged into Twitch to join the game.
Says
moderation, all that is easier.
Correct. Says does have that turned on. Great timing on that. For our friends that have not played Jackbox with us before, here are some instructions for how to join us. There are a lot of times where it's just much safer for me as a streamer to not let strangers play with us, but Jackbox is fun enough that I would like everybody to be able to play. So follow those instructions and you'll be able to join in the game. Yes. Yes, it is. It's an accountability feature that we use anyway. But such criminal behavior.
How many steps it takes for me to log into my Twitch?
I'm sorry. I'm sorry, Nat.
Just to make sure someone doesn't join in with some random inappropriate name or a fake name and start doing inappropriate things and we have no idea what it is.
Yep, correct.
Not only have I got to unplug my iPad because my button doesn't work with my iPad plugged in, and then I've got to open Authenticator app, select get number, and type number in.
Do iPads not have Siri?
I do, but I don't have the Authenticator app on my iPad. I only have it on.
It'd be like that sometimes. All right.
Here's what I do when I can't get my apps to cooperate by being found.
Berliner, such criminal behavior. I am a criminal, for sure. Absolutely. How are you, love? How are things? And hello, Gaming with Camillo. Welcome. Welcome, welcome.
So I just want you to know I am very offended at the fact that you use the same character that I do.
I love him. He's my favorite guy.
The mustache.
I need a monocle. I must have a monocle.
Fair and valid. So there's sort of this tradition that we have with Monster Seeking Monster. We like to play it as, quote, only mans, where everybody picks a male avatar. That's it. That's the whole joke. Which is why I always pick this guy. It's part of the joke, you know?
You're cutting out again, my lovely.
Oh, fuck me. Of course I am. Of fucking course I am. What is Mediacom's damage tonight? Everything was working just fine. I was doing things all day without issues. So Mediacom, tell me why. Tell me why.
Because
it's fine.
you actually have 4 people using your Wi-Fi without you knowing because they hacked into it, and they only do it at night because they don't think people are using it.
No, I can see everybody that's on the network, and all of them are me and then Harley's phone. That's it. That would be against.
You have the phone connected.
It's fine.
That's why we have like 2 different Wi-Fis. Not only that, but we have special Wi-Fi because we have 2 internet boxes.
See, here's the thing. My computer is hardwired directly into the modem, so I shouldn't be having these issues. But what would be against TOS, Berlinator? I already forgot what I said. But yes, hello friends. We're going to be playing our favorite monster seeking monster. Fuck me. Oh, okay, well, just, we won't do it on Twitch. It's fine. It's fine. It's for later. So we'll go ahead and stop. We'll go ahead, swap this around. You can join as the audience. Camilla, you sure can. Oh, YouTube then, for sure, yeah. For sure. What is up with Jackbox right now? You didn't add me to Monster Seeking Monster?
Hello.
Are you gonna play? Such betrayal. You gotta be here.
It's a family name.
Be there, be square. It's just that simple.
I'll be
think I
hosting
played
6
this
nights of hair-raising rendezvous where you'll try to convince
With the
other
right
players
grouping,
to go
get
out with
a
you.
little weird. Or a
It
lot
got-
of weird.
I don't know if you know Raven.
By sending them secret
met Raven
messages.
once?
Each night, you'll chat with other players before locking
a
in the
couple
one
Ravens.
person you want to date that
AZ99
night. If
Raven.
that person picks
Yeah,
you
yeah,
up,
yeah.
you go on a
He
date
got
and
weird.
both earn a heart. At the end of the
We
game,
played,
the
Keep Among
monster
Us
with
the
the
other
most
day.
hearts wins.
Mm.
Usually. Did I mention you're all secretly monsters?
I don't doubt that. I feel like any game that's
Check
like
your devices now to see your
anywhere
secret
close
powers
to like
and how you
dating
can
each
earn
other
bonus
says
hearts
kinda
if you put
gets
them to
weird
good
by
use.
default.
Oh, and you can
I'm
date the
married to
audience,
Sam, so-
which is collectively controlling this player
So
by
then you
voting
would
on
know.
everything they do.
I mean, listen, I just am here to have a good time, okay?
Jenny.
It's fine. We'll be fine.
So far away from drinking Joseph's.
There's no one in the
Lamau.
audience yet, but you can join at any time during the game by going to jackbox.tv and using the room code. Until someone joins, the audience will
I
just
have
make
some,
random choices on its own.
lemonade,
I wish I could
some
play,
Fanta
but I've
lemon,
killed too
some
many contestants
Tango
in the past.
berry, some Pepsi Max, some 7-Up lemon lime cherry flavor, some instant peach tea, some apple and blackcurrant cordial, some cucumber and mint cordial, several cans of Relentless, and several different types of alcohol.
You've got
I had no alcohol.
so many
I had a couple cans of
options.
Liquid Death earlier. And some
I'm spoiled
other
for choice.
7-Eleven brand of water that were really bad.
I'm drinking a black raspberry sparkling sparkling water because very tasty. It's the only sparkling water that I like.
Start by
Wait,
chatting with other
what
players
brand
and
is
trying
that?
to set up dates.
The sparkling ice is the brand.
Is that ice?
4 messages
Yeah,
a
that
chat,
was ice.
so
Yeah.
use them wisely.
You know, I
Yeah.
always see that everywhere, but I refuse to try it.
It's not bad.
I like the mango one.
I'm not a huge fan of sparkling water. It just, my brain refuses to accept that it's a thing.
That's fair.
Oh, the first message the audience sends each night gets sent to everyone and appears
It's
here
part
on the screen.
the opening there, audience.
Yeah, right?
Did I mention that your secret conversations might be seen by everyone during the dates? My bad.
And now I'm out of messages. What I'll go ahead and do is resend the Jackbox instructions just to make sure that everybody's got that. Also, Jackbox is being weird. I don't know if it's jumping for you guys, but it's jumping for me.
I'm having no issues, but the stream is a little jumpy on Discord.
Yeah. So it seems like, here's the thing. It's jumpy for me and it's on my screen directly. Like it's been showing 25 seconds for a hot minute.
Oh.
12,
And then it
11.
switched. Yeah, 9, 8,
9.
7. So there's something going on with Jackbox itself. It's not an issue
7,
with
2,
Discord
1.
or with like OBS or anything. Because I'm seeing everything running normally other than that.
I think Jackbox is just too intense for your computer.
It's not that bad. It shouldn't be.
Okay,
I just
let's
got
see
50
who
Toby
tricked who.
kisses.
I
I'm
mean, who
rich.
picked who.
Wow, damn, that's crazy.
Don't worry, this is just the first night.
I can redeem 10 hydrates with that.
Yeah, but there's time in between each, so.
Drown the poor gal.
Yeah, no, there's time in between. It won't let you redeem them back to back, so we'll be good.
So by the time I spend my 50, I'll have another 50 more.
Mm-hmm. Hydrate. Wow, damn. Thank you so much, Moose, for making me take care of myself.
Yeah, it's hydrate or dihydrate, you know how it is.
I do know how it is.
That is the way that it be.
Now, the question is, when the audience rolled the dice, yeah, they rejected you. You hate to see it. I'm so sorry, Moose.
The suspense is real with this low FPS.
I don't know what the fuck is going
This adds
on.
to it. I don't know, but it's adding to the suspense of the other rejections.
Lamau. Oh god, who did the audience try to ask out? It's thinking. Oh boy, is it thinking. What is going on? Because it's...
Yeah, I was very confused by your message for a second because I forgot you can do this on mobile. So I got a potato. I'm like, what black magic is this?
If you're on a Windows computer, if you right click in like a text box, oftentimes it'll let you use emojis still.
See, I know I can do Alt and then numpad 3 and it gives me a heart. I do know that bunch.
Yes, that
I'm
also
playing on
exists.
my iPad.
Oh, the audience tried to ask me out. Damn, that's crazy.
I know where this is going.
Yeah, I do
What's up,
also.
the audience too.
No.
No? Good.
Stick around, there's another one for you.
What in the hell is its damage right now?
Could it just be monsters? I said monsters. Seeking monsters.
I mean, maybe. I don't know. Sometimes the games do get bugged. I don't know why, but they do happen, so who the fuck knows? We'll see.
Both of those characters are so awkward.
It's fine. It's part of the charm.
What an exciting first night.
So I just
Ooh, let's
reread
do that
your About
awkward
Me
thing where
at
we
the
all take
bottom
a
of your
hard
Twitch,
look
and
at
you're
how we're all
22,
doing score-wise.
Yeah.
and you have your life a lot better than I do.
You're younger
Mine
than
is
me?
My life is nowhere near as well put together as yours seems to be.
Mine's not put
Alright.
together at all.
Well, you're adulting a lot better than I am, so.
No, I'm
Just
just
Living
Like
with
you
my
are
mom.
currently doing the best.
I'm just better at like
Less so.
faking it, I guess.
You probably already know how
Well,
scoreboards
you have a
work.
dog, so
A
it's really
quick
your
word of
bad, because
warning.
I only have 2 cats.
Whoever is in the
I-
top spot at the end of the second night
Okay, here's the
will
thing.
get
I only
to
have this dog
power reveal.
because he
And
was
every night after that,
bequeathed
you'll be
to me.
the for the
Like, you know when you're a kid and you write like
Mom?
puppy and pony on your Christmas and birthday list and nobody delivers? Well, my grandparents delivered. So I turned 10 and I got this little man, and he's all mine, aren't you, Bubba? He's like, Mom, don't even talk to me.
Toby since you were 10?
Uh-huh.
Tobert's older than me now. And dog ears.
Well, dog ears are bullshit anyway.
Yeah.
I've had my baby Chihiro since I was 17.
Chihiro?
Chihiro, yeah. I'm
Nice name.
Spirited Away.
I don't
Yes.
know
We
what
all
that
know
is.
how this works by now.
You've never seen Spirited Away?
There's a lot of things I haven't seen. I'm surprised a lot of people of my lack of seeing internet culture.
You really need to watch Spirited Away.
Hey,
Obsessive
if you need to block
typing.
another
I'd love to
player,
see it.
When you hit the info button on their chat screen, there's a block button, and then you won't see their messages.
I don't know how you're seeing it. Can you quit looking at my keyboard? I don't know how you're doing it. I don't have a webcam. Black magic.
I'm Santa Claus.
Oh, where's my PlayStation?
Just 20 more seconds.
Okay, now I'm out of messages.
Oh, sorry. Time's up. Once again, it's time
God,
to
it's
pick your date.
thinking.
So, did we... It's date time.
Okay, it's date time. Alright.
It's time to seek the monsters.
I am the monster.
Le monster.
Aren't we all the monster?
Are we?
I mean, we all are monsters.
I'm a moose.
Oh no.
Looks like some other people have the same idea. Let's see how
Who'd
this
you
works
pick?
out.
I kept my promise.
Hey.
Which means I'm about to be revealed.
Ooh, that's not good news for you. Sorry.
True. Wait, no, that's from last night, so you're good.
Well, no, that means that I'm the only one that got a date today, which means I'm the only one with 2 points.
Oh, that okay. I thought you meant the conversation.
Oh, no. No.
I thought that'd be like the least of your concerns there, but
No, I turn off the show messages on screen thing just because,
Moving around.
again, we do let
Don't forget
random
to
people
click
play with us.
at the end of each
And,
round so the monster will be
it's a
revealed.
liability.
You're at the top. Let's take a peek at your
Gotcha.
monster identity.
Siri, I'm not talking to you. I looked down at my phone. I'm like, why is it so dim? And then I saw Siri.
So,
Your spooky, scary ghost.
I'm the vengeful ghost.
I had a buddy that they were just out to make me lose. They didn't care about winning, and they had vengeful ghost. So they kept
The
trying to
vengeful
date me
ghost starts the game
without
with a
talking to
bonus
me
heart.
to make me
When
lose
the
a heart.
vengeful ghost asks someone on a
But I
date
was
and
the
gets
two-faced
rejected,
creep, so
that
it
person
canceled
loses
out.
a heart.
It was an interesting
You
game.
can read that
I
again
didn't
whenever
win.
you want on your device by hitting the info button on their chat screen. The same goes for any monster after they're revealed.
Yep. Yep. It's fine. Everything is fine. That just means that, if you know what's good for you, when I tell you that I'm picking you, it's better for everyone involved if you don't refuse.
Yeah,
Right? That's what it means, being the vengeful ghost.
yeah. It's I think it's
Just
better
an
if I don't
FYI,
finish that
there's
sentence.
a full moon
Mhm.
out tonight. Maybe that affects you.
I don't know
Probably it
what's
doesn't.
happening.
You can double
You
check
do.
your monster ID if you can't remember.
A spooky, scary ghost.
Spooky, scary skeleton. Say
I mean-
shivers down my spine.
Worst case here says
Mm.
you start threatening me with making me lose a heart. I'll just call Ghostbusters.
Bet.
Ghostbusters.
I'd like to see you try.
You can do internet dialogue.
That's very true, you can.
I can? Seems like a lot of effort.
A lot of the time you can.
'If you start seeing a lot of audience messages appear on the screen,
Sorry,
that
but the chat I
probably
just
means
got.
they're not getting a lot of messages
Yeah,
from other
the chat I
players.
just got off audience.
Yeah, we all get the
Yeah,
audience's
it's a
first
universal
message.
thing.
I'm just a little guy.
For the first message I get to be, but what about taxes?
My response was, I'm British.
Lamau.
My response was, I haven't filed yet.
Second warning.
There isn't a moose emerging.
Close enough.
Closest I could find.
Y'all notice how the timer still says 90?
Yeah, I saw that, and I was like,
There is an eye in moose.
There very much is.
All right, it's time to pick dates again.
I wonder if, like, my Jackbox 4 is just, like, fucked up.
It's date
If I just need to, like, repair the files or something.
You might. I'll try running a different Jackbox before going through that process first, though.
Uh-huh, yeah. Worst case scenario, if shit doesn't work out, we'll have so much fun in Monster Prom.
True. I've never played it. I know absolutely nothing beyond what I have been told. So, yeah.
It's basically this, but without, like, the 4D chess, and you're dating NPCs instead of each other.
I see. And so the competition is to see who gets two first?
Sorta, yeah.
Yeah, I've had the game for years. I saw the name and just wrote it off completely.
It's really fun. It's really, really fun.
I just figured it was some single player dating sim, and I'm like, haha, no.
Nope.
And never looked into it.
Nope. It's up to 4 players, and there's, in the main base game, there's 6 characters that you can romance, and I think the DLC, if you play the DLC instead, has a different 6 people that you can romance.
Oh, I've never seen that happen.
Damn, good job, Moose.
I'm pretty sure I was the only one messaging the audience, so that made it pretty easy.
No, I message them every single round just to sow doubt.
Multiple times that round.
So if there's nobody in the audience, it randomly selects from everybody that messaged the audience that round.
I thought it
Things are moving.
had like a higher chance to pick based on how many messages you sent, though.
It might.
The highest unrevealed player, so let's see it.
I don't know why I just remember this, but y'all remember like in elementary when you had to like collect the bottle tabs from the cans and all that?
Yes.
No.
They never did it?
I'm in the wrong
Yeah, you're not in
country.
America. Says.
I do.
Doing that?
Yes.
I remember first grade, some kid brought in like 2 like milk gallons, just full of them, and I didn't bring any. And the teacher thought they were mine, and it was like, "Hey, are these yours?" And I'm like, "Yeah, they're mine." I took the credit for them.
Lamau.
Never got
At
found
the end
out,
of the
and I
game,
never got
the
anything for
monster
it.
hunter gets a bonus heart for
Still
every
didn't,
time they
though.
date the monster type they've secretly been told to hunt.
Nat was very eager to date me again, but I don't know if it's because we're married or because they're trying to hunt me.
It's a matter of do they want to win or do they want to have fun?
I don't understand this game.
That's okay.
So I just was like, rebel.
Fair, yeah.
But is that the truth? Maybe it's just deception.
I don't understand this game. I don't understand a lot of things.
That's fair. A lot of things are very confusing. The fact that I'm in last place is not very much money.
Well, if you ain't first, you're last, as everybody knows. So.
Oh, do you like being in last though? Like, we can totally swap. Like, I'll just take your heart right now. It's fine.
Okay, if you think you can do that, give me your best line in the game.
I'm not, I think there's a monster that can do that, but that is in fact not me.
Mm-hmm. Audience just said to me, need to get my hands on some murder.
Hey, we're not playing trivia yet. All right, calm down.
Rebel, what did you do?
Uh-oh, Broken Rebel 8, says the audience. Thanks, audience.
Hey, 20 seconds.
God, the game is really struggling right now.
To pick your date.
Yeah.
While this is happening, I'm gonna try
You like my
repairing.
last message?
Yeah, it's very insightful. And does in fact fit your character.
Time to see the date.
It's a song reference.
It's a what reference?
Song reference.
I don't listen.
Jar of Hearts. It was also in the Twilight films. It was during the wedding scene.
I haven't watched Twilight either.
You uncultured twine.
Yep, I get that a lot.
Yeah, you look
Seen
it.
Star Wars or Lord of the Rings either.
I haven't seen Lord of the Rings
Yeah,
since
by
I was
Christina
small.
Perry.
I don't know who that is.
Someone's lining up.
She's a musical artist.
See what
She
happens.
did Jar of Hearts, and I think she had another song that was a hit. But
Yeah, no. I sent Moose all of the heart emojis that you can get on iOS.
That's kind of awkward for you,
And Moose
huh?
was like, "Where'd you get all those hearts?" And I was like, "My jar of hearts." Because it just reminded me of the song.
so I just got betrayed. Somebody's losing a heart.
Hey, you asked me to woo. You didn't ask me to pick you two. Alright?
Okay.
You told me not to hunt you.
I asked if you were hunting me. Who's to
And I
say I'm
told
not
you she
into
didn't
it?
want to be hunted.
No. Who?
No, your character has a specific monster that you get a
We know
bonus
this
for
ends
dating.
badly.
And only you know who it is.
It's in your like little description thing.
Oh, mine.
Yes, yours. But we can't see it.
Yeah, it's you. It's Vengeful Ghost.
It is? Well,
Rejecting the vengeful ghost
So you
means
are
losing
hunting,
a heart.
it says.
damn, that's crazy. Damn, that's crazy. How dare you?
Hey, can I have my heart back, please?
You'll have to come get it from me.
Can you at least put it in can you at least put it in Nat's jar?
No, Nat doesn't get to have it because they're hunting me.
Please?
Let's see if any of that changed the social pecking order.
Alright, Moose, what are you?
Let's see what you are.
That's a good question. I don't know what I look like.
But it's very pretty.
I don't think so. You have the description that I have for my name, is any insight? I do not think so. Yeah,
Oh no!
It's actually kind of cute.
but not pretty.
Glob.
Also, losing that heart was worth it because I doubled anyways.
Okay.
Every time the Glob successfully dates 3 new players,
I
its
have
heart
dated
tally
everybody.
doubles.
So you've maxed out the amount that you can double, but
Yeah, I have.
that's okay. That's okay.
At least I've gotten to that point. It's better than not having done it.
Yeah, and it's smart to have gone for the audience early because that's the hardest one to get in this sort of setup. So, GG.
Is that a challenge?
Well, you already dated the audience, so
I still
no.
need a date, even if
Well, yeah, but
I still get
I'm
hearts
excited
anyways.
about that full moon.
I just can't double.
Wait, how long does this go on for?
it's 6 nights. Yep.
Yeah, I don't think I'm winning this because I can't double it no more.
It doesn't exactly work with only 4 players, then, does it?
No, not well.
Not very well.
Especially when.
3 and an NPC.
Not
Yeah.
especially if 2 of them are in cahoots.
There's no cahoots here.
Message time.
How do you know I'm not in cahoots with the audience? That's what I was saying. I've hacked the audience. They are, in fact, not choosing either of you, and I'm not picking them. So. Yeah. Don't get between me and my friends. I don't intend to.
Oh no, I'm out of messages. Fuck.
Thing?
This is fine.
We're down to 20 seconds.
Well, it depends. If the audience is in America, then I'm already between them and their France.
Yes, that's very true.
Oh, sorry. Time's up.
That's very, very true.
All right, it's time to pick dates again.
That is a thing. Okay.
Rough.
Did not know that was a thing.
Ah, well,
I feel attacked by one of the messages I got.
disaster and heartbreak.
Is it mine?
Let's
I will neither confirm nor deny that.
Well, if you feel attacked by mine, you're just against love.
And if it's mine, the world shall never know what it is. Maybe. It might get out of it.
Teb! Hello, my love. Oh, the audience wants me? Damn. Damn, that's crazy. How are you, Teb?
The visual ghost.
That's me. That is you, love. How are you? Are you home? You can play with us? Also, wait, damn, did everybody try to date me?
some later
Yeah, it
writing
looks
suitors
like it,
approach.
yeah.
Let's see.
But did you pick the audience? The suspense is killing me, as is the knife in my back. But we don't need to worry about that.
Audience was rejected.
Julius Caesar.
Alright, who's next?
Didn't Caesar have knives in multiple parts of his body, not just his back?
It was mostly
Oh,
his
that
back.
was. Well,
Killed by the
both
one in his
physically
back.
and metaphorically.
Yeah, he was killed by the one in his back. I feel
I ran out of messages, Nat.
Did you even read
That's
them?
gotta hurt.
I saw them right as I had just sent. I thought that I had another message, but I forgot. that I messaged the audience.
Rejected. I wanted them all.
Message the audience
You-
every round. How could you forget the one thing you always do?
Because it's second nature, I don't even think about it. I just go like type something stupid to the audience and then go to my other messages usually. Okay, Hollow, I will stretch. Thank you for making me take care of myself. How are you, love? And I have to hydrate?
Let's see if that changed
God.
any of the standings.
Thank you, Moves, for making me take care of myself, asshole.
I'm gonna do that quite often tonight.
Okay,
As much as I
let's
remember
see
to,
your
at least.
secrets.
I think there's a limit of like 5 per person per stream.
Well,
And
that-
Teb made me posture check. Okay. My posture has been checked because I already just did a fucking stretch, so. Oh, the. Not the body swapper.
Body swapper.
Oh, that's the one that swaps the hearts.
On a full moon,
Mhm.
the body swapper swaps hearts, all of them, with the person they successfully date. That's quite a power.
I think they dated Moose on a full moon.
Yeah, which is why he went from
I really didn't
last
look out
to second. Check it again. I'm already. It's checked. I'm so. How me? I'm okay. I had a migraine all day, but it's starting to go away. And it's gonna be alright. I know it will be.
It's
So,
our last night
you know
together.
how it be.
Make it count.
I'm about to burp.
for.
It's gonna be really
The
sexy.
migraine
Because
chose
it's
to
such a
voice
sweet
yourself to me.
Excuse.
That was not a good decision.
Yeah, well, remember how I've said in the past that people who are attracted to me, like, congrats on coming out as a morosexual? Because I'm a fucking moron. I do stupid things sometimes. That's okay.
We all do stupid things.
Berlinator, do not turn hollow against me. I love this song. It's the best one in Monster Seeking Monster. Thank you for sharing, audience. Audience says, nothing relaxes me like mustard.
That's a very interesting thing to talk about today. Taxes, betrayal.
What's your first memory of feet stuff? I'm okay, audience. I don't want to think about feet stuff things.
I got asked about sweat stains earlier. I don't remember that.
It was something about like tattoos.
Matching tattoos.
Yep.
Of sweat stains.
But yes, the game is lagging a little bit, and that is not something that is exclusive to Twitch.
Only 20
It's happening for me too. I've seen it sit on 63 for a good at least 5 seconds. I don't know why it's doing this. I think there's something wrong with my game files. So, we'll see.
Sorry. Was that audible?
Okay.
Yeah, it's okay.
Disgusting.
Feet AO? Not AO.
It's time to pick your date. If I had real human emotions, I'd really be feeling them right now.
Can you imagine having real human emotions?
Ew.
Could never be me.
Hey, I know, it's hard to choose, but if you don't pick anyone, you'll be severely penalized.
One more minute says, and then you have to drink more liquids.
Is this just like trying to get me to go piss in the middle of the stream? Ted!
No,
Wait,
but I'm not
Let's
surprised
see
that's
the
where your
dates.
mind went here. But all right.
wait, I thought, wait, is Teb, okay. I figured if Nat was acknowledging,
No, I just clicked over to stream.
oh,
Jackbox audience kit.
yeah,
Oh.
Teb.
I didn't know that was a thing.
Yes, it definitely is. Teb, are you gonna play with
Pick a
us?
date. That's
Moose, you just didn't pick a date. Lamau.
I mean, I did. The game just froze when I tried to, so I just called it good.
Oh, okay. You know, it'd be like that sometimes.
I only messaged one person, and from the reaction I got, it was not going to work out anyways.
You hate to see it. You hate to see it. I'm so sorry,
I'm
Moose.
awkward, alright? I take things literally.
I noticed.
So I have actually played with literal heartstrings before while I was dissecting a heart.
What?
Did you
Oh.
crochet them?
If no one
No, I did not
messages
crochet it.
the audience can't date anyone.
Oh
I've not
no.
crocheted with heartstrings, nor shall I ever.
For now.
I love how we all ignored the
0
audience.
points for things.
I mean, it
The
was
gun just kind of cringe.
Broken Revel 8 is hot for Nat and Cats. Yeah, I am. It's thinking. God, it's thinking. Thumbs up. We love to see it. What is that face that I made? I like scrunched my entire head. Why?
It's not like you have a brain to protect in there.
You bitch.
I was more
Take that
targeting
back.
as a ghost, but
Mm.
the insult way also works. But I originally intended it for ghost joke.
Mm-hmm. Of course. Hi, Toby.
Let's see the
Hi,
audience
Bubba.
final standings.
Hi, you're very cute.
Time to tally up any after party bonus hearts. Who is the monster hunter hunting this whole time?
Wait, are we gonna tie now, Nat?
Who they dated 3 times.
I don't
Oh no,
know.
shit. You might actually take it from me then. Because I thought that it gave you the bonus hearts at the time. No, I think you're gonna win.
A secret identity.
It's a tie. Oh, the devil just
Nope.
tie.
Nope, it broke the tie.
How does that
I
affect
thought-
the final standings?
Thought that it was okay.
You know, for someone not knowing what they're doing, you're particularly effective.
Mm-hmm.
The last time I played this, I lost spectacularly, don't worry. I rarely win.
That's okay.
So that means we have a chance for all the other games. Let's go.
Yeah,
You got your rare win. It's out of the system.
that's it. This it for the next like 6 months. We're gonna lose everything.
God. I love how it's like not giving any game audio. Like it plays the game audio at the correct speed, but the like visuals for the game, it's like, let me play this real fucking slow.
It's just the way it be sometimes.
I mean,
Just the way I
yeah,
play most of the time.
yeah, it do be like that sometimes, but I wish it didn't be like that. Okay, here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna try switching to a different party pack because clearly there's something wrong with this one. We'll see how this ends up going.
It says
What?
for purposes of conversation,
Uh-huh.
because I have nothing else to talk about as a not very intelligent person. I started playing Bioshock the other day.
Yeah?
Yeah, I got it for free.
Nice.
The story has thrown me for a loop for sure.
I'm not familiar with Bioshock, so
Well, it's free on Epic right now, I think. Still.
I
damn.
have Bioshock on
Yeah, you
the
can get
Xbox.
all 3 of them, I think, still. Unless it ended already. I don't think it did.
Yeah, I have all 3 on the
Nice.
Xbox. We bought them secondhand. I just haven't got into them.
Yeah, you can get them for free on Epic right now until the 2nd.
Damn.
So well and good, but that means dealing with trying to open Epic on my laptop without it self-combusting.
Yep, that understandable.
It'll take you 3 to 4 business years to open up Epic just to redeem the game.
Facts. 100%. What
Yeah, I've been left with a lot of questions, and the mechanics have also left me with many questions in the game. But I'm
Bioshock
gonna kill
is.
things with a wrench.
Yeah, I know which one you're on about.
Yeah, talking about the
The
first
one
one. Have you
that's
played them?
under the sea.
Where's
Under the
the
sea.
second one? Not Under the Sea. I know
Under the
Infinite's not.
sea.
It's complete opposite.
Should
Everything's
definitely get the
better
Bioshock
down where
games.
it's wetter.
I shall get them. Somebody needs to remind me when I'm not streaming to do it, and I will get them. I'm probably gonna be bad.
Real quick. It'll take like 5 seconds.
Okay, but
Yeah, I've played some of the first one of Bioshock, and then I got freaked out and was like, ha, nope.
let me.
Fair.
I'll do it on mobile
Like, I was
if I can.
I'm a bit of a wussy when it comes to a lot of things, so I was like freaked out playing the game, and Joe sat
Hearing
next
the
to
big
me.
daddies coming around the corner, thumping away, shaking your screen
Just
without making the weird ass noises.
Makes the fact it's called Big Daddy for one.
Big daddies protecting the little sisters.
Yeah, that just weirded me out. But like the fact that Joe, who is one of my good friends, who doesn't get scared by a lot, was like, "Yeah, no, I don't like this."
Mhm.
I'm not finding it scary because there's literally no consequences to my actions. Like I can die and it just literally nothing happens because of it. I just respawn. Enemies don't even heal after I die.
Weird. Interesting choice, but I guess they'll do what they want. So is it just BioShock the collection? Is that the one that I'm looking for?
Yeah, if you go to the store and scroll down to the free game section, it'll be just free now. Click on it, redeem it.
Yep, that's what I'm doing right now. I'm doing it on mobile. Thank you for the hydrate, Nat and Cats. It's almost like you like me or something.
Hi, Sezzy.
Hello, Trevor, and my own stupid voice echoing back at me because of Trevor.
Watching your stream. Oh my god, you're right. I'll never watch your stream again.
Shut the fuck
What
up.
would you ever do that to begin with?
How are you? I miss you. I love you.
I'm doing good. It's been an interesting week.
Yeah?
Oh, I'm healing.
Oh, okay. The
uh,
just just in the background. Oh, peeling.
yeah. I'm on pain patches now.
Yes.
I just went to check where the last site was, and evidently it made my eczema flare.
Oh, yeah. That doesn't surprise me. It sucks, and I'm sorry. And if I could kiss it better, I would. I'm gonna go ahead and manually run an ad. Hey, Tab, do me a favor. Can you type in !ad for me, please? So then our friends who aren't subscribed know.
Hey, Betsy, not Betsy. Sorry. Sezzy. Sorry, excellent. Betsy.
Mm-hmm. Whore.
Happy 13 months, love.
Wow, 13 months. Damn, that's crazy. Okay, we're gonna manually run this ad while we get this next game set up. I love you very much. And we're gonna go ahead and get this set up. Teb, we're probably gonna be playing in Party Pack 8 for a little bit, so I'm gonna leave you in charge of moderating this. If you could. I'm gonna pull up the secret moderator code. Okay. Can I trust you to take care of that?
How do I join that? I don't remember how to do that.
You gotta go to mod.jackbox.tv.
Like the three little lines and click moderator.
Mm-hmm. That too.
I believe if you go to just Jackbox and then click the moderator button, it should just work.
I got it.
Yep.
Mod.jackbox.tv, yeah.
Yeah, and then if you put in this secret moderator password,
Which is
Are
7-4.
you PMing me, or is this...
it's on the screen. Ooh, it might still be loading for you. 1 minute. Is it showing now for you?
There you go.
There we go.
The stream just got pulled up.
Alright. Nobody else do that. It's super secret. You're not supposed to know this code.
What code?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Damn it! Oh no, I leaked the moderator code.
Gosh.
Shit.
What's the the four-letter? What's the room code?
The room code isn't up yet, love, because we haven't started a room.
Okay. It's just asking me for the room code is all.
Yeah,
I know. You gotta wait.
I'm sorry. I've never done this before, so I'm sorry.
You haven't?
Getting off a little
I
half-cocked.
I
I've never
feel
been a
like
moderator. I've never moderated, no.
I feel like I've had you moderate this before.
No, what happened was, I know what you're talking about. What happened was, there were two of us. I don't remember who the second person was. It might have been Raven. It might have been random. But we were both in the call at the same time, and you asked us both, and I guess the other one did it instead of me.
Well, multiple people can be moderators on it, I think.
Oh, well, that's what I remember. I remember, like, maybe I had to do something, but I remember, like, you offered and someone else ended up doing it.
Okay. Interesting. I'm going to make sure that all of us that are in the call get into this one first, but we will go ahead and open it up to other people because we have the moderator stuff. And it's thinking. What the fuck, Jackbox? It's...
I don't think Jackbox is very happy tonight.
No, it's really not. It's really upset with me.
Responding right now?
It was not responding, but now it's thinking again. We should be able to.
Cursor for a second.
Yep. I'm just making sure that we don't have anything.
It really is at like 2 frames a second.
And this is the game itself. This is not just like on Discord. This is Jackbox, the game, is struggling that bad.
I'm gonna look up. I'm gonna see if Jackbox servers are having problems.
I doubt it's the server. It's probably just my game files being fucked up.
You didn't hear it from me, but Bob and Dennis are a thing now.
Bob and Dennis are dating? Wow. Damn. Moose decided to be the die. Okay, interesting.
Oh shit, sorry.
I did just have D&D
You're good.
today.
Understandable. Love that for you.
Yep.
Completely fucking
Killed a
so
clown.
Teb, did you get into the moderator section?
I'm sorry. I was reading about Jackbox servers.
Oh.
I was
How we
hyper
doing?
focusing. I didn't hear anything anyone said until you said my name.
Oh, Lamau. Okay. You'll want to get in as yourself and as a moderator. And then once you're in as... Yeah. You've got 2 monitors, right?
I mean, yeah, I'm using one of them to watch
If
you.
you're not playing,
What I'm gonna do,
you
I'm
can
just
join
gonna
our
split the tab
esteemed
in half.
board of directors
Yeah.
of the audience by entering the room code at jackbox.tv.
I'll multitask this shit, you know?
I'm very proud of you for multitasking.
Yo, I got, you know, with the ADHD, you know, it's kind of required.
Yeah. It really
Gotta
do
be
be
able to
like that.
focus on 15 different things at once.
Correct. That's true.
Hey, I'm gonna PM
Been
you.
around. I remember
Okay.
when these games maxed out at 8 players.
My DMs are
Tab.
open. What's happening? Use your best. Yeah, use your best judgment.
I don't care which of you
The
is right
normal
about
like
validating
words that we say just in our day-to-day stuff that we've accepted that are maybe towing the line for TOS but are still technically within, you know, use your best judgment. If you've
What the judgment I'm gonna use is, if I wouldn't say it at work, it's not going through. And I say some pretty bad things at work.
okay. I was gonna say, there's a lot of things that I say here that I wouldn't say at work, but you and I work in very different,
cardigan weather.
very, very different situations. So I'm gonna go ahead and open this up to everybody. Hopefully it fucking, come on, Party Pack 8, show, there you go, buddy. God, sometimes I swear. Your code team is Bravo Hotel Mike Foxtrot. Then that is Bravo Hotel Mike Foxtrot.
Sorry. Yo, I'm the imposter. You see me?
Sus.
Fucking clown. Damn. We'll give it just another second, just in case anybody's like chomping at the fucking bit to play Job with us. Job has given us some really interesting times here.
Company, just FYI.
It is a very interesting game.
Berlinator's playing!
It can be real funny. Other times it can just be kind of weird.
Very, very true. Alright.
I didn't expect the fart sound, honestly.
Yeah, the fart sound was good. I'm not...
I'm a whole ass 23 years old and fart sounds are still the funniest thing.
Oh, same.
We're the same age.
But I'm ready
Yeah.
for second lunch.
Name says Naya the youngest in here. That's kind of whack.
Kinda cringe, bro. Get older.
I didn't realize Ceci was
Yeah,
younger
when I
than
was
me,
your
and
age, I was 2 years older.
it really threw me off. But also doesn't make me feel as bad for being weird.
Okay, but I turn 23 in like... Is it technically... It's not technically June yet. In like 2 months.
20 minutes
Yes.
since we
If you're
June.
tired of all the
Yeah.
voices yapping, you can turn on
It's
Skin
June.
Also,
tutorials.
hello, Green Ninja. Welcome. We're going to go ahead and start now. Also, Berlinator, if you want to be in the voice call at any point, you're more than welcome to. You're allowed. You're 342 years old? Damn, that's crazy. Yeah, but have you considered turning 30? I can't count that high, actually. I only learn one new one new number a year.
5 months.
No, I do not
Wait.
know cooking.
I'm not the youngest for once? Damn, that's crazy. Okay. We love to see
Couple
it.
months older than me.
Haha! We love to see it.
Little baby.
We really do.
Little baby.
So back up, Ceci, when did you say was your birthday?
I didn't, but it's July 27th.
Cool, cool.
What are you planning?
I just didn't know,
Okay.
and I like to know things.
Wait, your birthday's July 27th?
Welcome,
Yeah.
potential hires. We're
Dude, I will
thrilled you
be
applied for this
in-
exciting employment opportunity.
I'll be in freaking Arkansas on your birthday.
In Arkansas?
Yeah, my brother's getting married.
Oh, on
Be
creds.
the huntress.
Yeah,
I've
you'd
never
be, the
got
first,
explained.
you'd be the first person to be happy for him.
Oh, well, yeah. But it's fine. It's fine. Weddings are still fun, even when people suck.
I've never been to a wedding before.
If you haven't guessed,
Really?
I'm the boss around here.
Yeah.
But I like to think
I
of
mean, I went
myself
to one
more
when I
as
was
a
2
buddy.
years old.
A boss buddy.
And
Water?
basically what happened was I stood up in the middle of the actual wedding. I think it was maybe during the vows. And at the top of my lungs, I was like, Mom, gotta go potty.
No, you didn't, Trevor! Shut the fuck up! No, you did not.
I did it. I did it.
How old
My
were you?
parents, 2 years old. My parents still tell this story all the fucking time, and it embarrasses me all the time. But now
Someone will
at this
get
point, I'm 21 years older, and I'm just like, it's funny. It's funny.
God damn.
It's weird being the oldest of the group.
I can tell you're all great candidates. Unfortunately,
It's okay.
there's a whole bunch of you.
It's okay.
and a lot
Somebody's
of them.
gotta.
It's
I
incredibly
just
stressful.
think it's really
for
funny.
me.
She like, I know it's because it's laggy, but she's just like, I'll say a couple sentences, and then I just imagine this is a real conversation. She'll just wait for 45 seconds and then continue talking.
Right? Like,
Oh,
I
do
don't...
we need to watch this, or can I skip it?
Just skip it. Fuck it. If you don't know how to play this one, just answer prompts, and then you're gonna have to pick some shit. I recommend picking words from like different like responses from
Don't
everybody.
give them strats. Don't give them strats. You're giving them strats.
It's something that it talks about at some point, so it's not so much strats as it is this is gonna be said or was supposed to be said, but we had to skip it because shit's busted. But yes, Hollow is 31, and we love to see that. We do. Speaking of Onkrads, guess what Blue Bear's new catchphrase is? Hell yeah. We love to see it.
Love to see it.
My first rule of management, always set clear expectations. And I expect us to be best friends. So let's get started.
Okay.
That was a very intense face for best friends.
Yeah, that was a lot.
I'm gonna send some
The
You're-
icebreaker
best.
questions
She's a
to your
very
device.
type A kind of
Answer
gal.
them any way you want. There are no rules.
What?
Except this one rule. You gotta use at
Type
least
A,
5
type B
words. Okay?
personalities.
If you're
She's
no good
type
at
A.
chit chat, you're no good to me.
Sometimes
That's my
the-
first rule of management.
I didn't know there was personality types like that. I thought they were like introvert,
Type
extrovert,
Z,
supervert,
sleepies.
moreover.
Oh shit!
The fact
They
that
gave us the
everything has
things.
faces.
Yeah. It has a lot of weird connotations, doesn't it?
Yeah, the fact that we don't see the chair's face is concerning.
Yo, what that chair's face
Whoa.
do to that water down the thing? What's that chair doing?
Hairdo.
I accidentally submitted before I wasn't done typing. My elbow hit the enter key. I'm sorry for whoever gets that.
You hate to see it.
That's really funny. That's really funny. But I can't.
Okay. Can I get my second prompt? Thank you. Nudie! Thank you for the 5 months. God damn. It's whew, shit.
Holy
I can't. I'm trying to process what just happened, and I'm also looking at this fucking water cooler and whatever the fuck her face is making, and the chair making that face behind. I can't.
And
Just
the
took
blood
her head
looking
off.
like its mouth. Just, ooh,
You know what's happening right now.
death. Undead.
I just feel like we shouldn't be watching this. Especially not if this is supposed to be a work setting, you know? Maybe that's just me, but...
It's the best of friends, I guess.
I guess. Busy work. Care for oldest. Thanks. Thanks, motivational poster. Oh shit, this is a third prompt? Okay. What do you do during...
I love that I get to read everyone's prompts before anyone else does. It's funny.
Oh,
Some
well,
good shit here.
my
You
answer
also
makes a lot
play-
more sense if you know the prompt I had.
I get the prompts too.
Oh, so you know the answer I put for my prompt?
Yeah, I know.
I think mine was pretty funny, although no one else would get it because they don't get to see it.
Having to balance typing this shit and moderating this shit is crazy, though. I'm just saying.
Okay.
Well, that's the definition of putting a cork in it.
Yeah. She sure did. And I love this stupid face that she's making. Like, her eyes are crossed and she's just got her tongue sticking out the side. Just, that's fun. We love that.
Well, the water that drained had most of her brain cells in it.
Yeah. Yeah.
IQ was plummeted after that leak. Never be the
Facts.
same again.
Just like the US government.
You're right. You're right. And you should say it.
One too many
They
leaks.
did.
All right, now we gotta wait for moderation to finish.
Yeah, I'm sorry. There's a lot of things I gotta moderate here.
Oh, hurry up.
And Mimi.
Bro, I'm doing
What?
the best I can. I'm fighting
Bastard.
for my life.
Come
Aye,
on.
aye, Captain. Oh, okay. What is happening?
Other lingo used to rush people. Go.
Oh, they're flirting back there. Are we watching an office romance right now?
I'm
Hey,
watching
yo.
something. Oh no, the desk is crying.
Is this the next
Oh,
season
no.
of The Office?
Yes. Also, Teb,
Oh, the-
less looking at what we're looking at, more moderation. You have 20 seconds.
I know. I'm reading. I'm just looking for words that I don't like. At this point, I'm not even reading anything.
Yeah,
really
that's-
funny.
Swore one
I
time.
don't think I can allow that. That's really funny. Okay, we're good. We're good. Fucking
'Kay.
buzzer beater. We got it.
Okay.
I hope none of mine got kicked out. I was being nice. I was being good.
I don't know why any of mine would have been kicked out.
No, it was the same person
Great.
who got their
Let's
stuff
put these
kicked
in our
out.
filing system.
Oh.
It's not anyone here in the
Oh.
chat.
Oh, call out post.
Yo, I'm just saying, keeping it real here.
And that's
Don't
why
throw shade.
we have moderation on this. So now she's gonna shred up all of our answers and give everybody different sections of shit.
Yeah.
I
Oh,
feel
that
like
poor shredder.
I would have to tell you if I did block microphones because I'd be like, hey, now you know what not to say.
Correct.
So that's why I clarified.
So one of you fuckers that's not in the call, you're on thin fucking ice.
I'm watching you.
You should feel ashamed.
Pulled out the flamethrower.
I had to drop by and share some love before bed. Had to finish up some work. Oh, have a good night, love. Talk to you tomorrow. Talk to you tomorrow, Nudie. Thank you for stopping by. I love you. A kiss. Okay. Hydrate. Okay, Moose. I will hydrate. Thank you.
Pals, I'm sending some tough but fair interview questions to your device.
Creepy.
But instead of typing your responses, you'll be using words from your fellow interviewees to answer the questions. Fun, right?
Skip these two.
Tap any
Oh,
word
God.
you see to add it to your response.
Oh, have you not played this one before, Nat?
Again to remove it.
Your facial expressions are my brain
All
functions.
the,
Me too.
The round explanations too, or no?
I mean, says he's already told us this.
Yeah, basically you're just gonna pick some shit. You can even pick words from the question.
Skip this. Got it.
Just make shit funny. It doesn't even have to make sense. Just make it funny. Make it a good time.
Impatient players fix no shit, then call us impatient.
Did nobody say and? Are you fucking kidding me, you guys?
What are those noises?
Raven! Bish, hi! Thank you. 12 months? Jesus fuck. You've known me too long.
God.
I love you. Dickhead. You're playing some Risk of Rain with Clone and some others, so I'll be in and out. That's okay. Can you tell those nerds that I say hi and that I love them?
This round shouldn't require much moderation. You're obsessed with that, right?
That's not even gonna make any sense. This is fine. It's okay.
Why is there a heart in the wall?
Why not?
Serial killer vibes.
That's the telltale heart beating from beneath the wallpaper.
Ew. Ew. That was a good one.
That's fine.
What?
That's fine. It's not perfect. I just sort of threw some words together. You kept yours tame-ish. Okay, Berlinator. I trust you. Jake!
Oh, Jesus Christ! I still can't get over that animated emote.
Jake, I love you. Hollow, do the thing for Jake, please. And thank you for doing the thing for Raven.
Yes, Jake. Weird little man.
Oh, the desk just... Okay. Alright.
Yeah, the desk just ate the mouse.
Okay. Alright.
We didn't need that mouse anyways.
No, we didn't. What dog? Why are you sad?
Because you're not holding me.
But he doesn't want me to hold him.
He's not down your top. I don't know, he's a dog and he's old.
Yeah.
Optimus Prime, hello.
Do those legs go all the way up? It's not workplace harassment if we don't work here yet, right?
Yeah, exactly. It's just straight up
Hello.
harassment.
Can't get fired if we're not there yet.
Exactly. Exactly. Thank you for the loves, Jake. Just don't die, forehead. Have fun and Risk of Rain. I love you. Bully Raven for me, though, because there's only so much bullying I can do of him when he's not in the call with me. I prefer real-time bullying. So, I love you. You're not doing the thing for his clones. It's okay. The entire clone choir, you know, shares the moniker, so it's okay. They all sort of work as a cohesive unit. It's fine. Dog, are you... What? Oh, I know what you want. I know exactly what he wants and why he's having an attitude. Let me move my animal crackers. Here. There you go. He wanted a treat, that's all. Hydrate. Okay, fine, Moose. God. Almost like you care about me and want me to put, like, water in my body or something. Isn't that gross?
Cringe.
Love and friendship? Disgusting.
Oh my god, you just used those two words in the same sentence.
I know. I know. I'm gonna throw up too.
Do it. Just turn your webcam off first, but
No, I won't do that
Channel.
because here's the thing. I have a phobia of vomit. If I start to throw up, I will not stop. It will be like a 5-hour endeavor and everyone's gonna have a bad time.
alright, don't do that then.
Exactly. I'm so glad that I don't, like, drink over my limits anymore. I'm glad that I figured out where my limits were. It's great. I don't have to throw up very often.
Conclusion that my limits are irrelevant if I don't drink.
Yeah?
So far, that's worked pretty well. Other than the one time I did drink and didn't know my limits.
Yeah? I mean, that's typically how things work, is they'll work until they don't anymore.
Yeah. Have I told y'all about the first and only time I ever got drunk?
No. No, you have not.
It was on Jaeger.
Oh.
I drank about 400 to 500 milliliters in about 40 minutes. Did not go well.
Yeah, ow. That sounds like a bad time.
It was a bad time. I was playing golf with your friends with my buddies online. Didn't finish the course.
Oh
Fell out
no.
of my chair, laid there, laughed a little bit, sat up, and that was the mistake. Yeah, I'm gonna leave that there.
I have a phobia of Rebel not loving me ever.
I went to bed immediately after that, though.
Understandable. Yeah, no, the thing that you should do anytime you get sick, especially from alcohol, is get some water, sip on that, do not chug it. Do not chug the water. Then you, like, snack on something like crackers or, like, bread. And then you lay in bed and regret every decision you've ever made in your life. That's it. But I have a phobia of Rebel.
I do that without alcohol.
Listen, okay, we all do step 3 every night. It's fine. There's no shame. But I have a phobia of Rebel not loving me ever. Well, you don't have to worry about that. Because we've already established that I do love you, Berlinator. We went on a coffee date in Animal Crossing. It doesn't get much more serious than that.
It might be relevant to note that it was also coffee Jaeger, not regular Jaeger.
Oh.
I didn't sleep very long after I passed out.
Well, rookie mistake, bud.
Yeah, I'm gonna maintain my rookie status by not drinking.
That's okay. That's valid.
That's big brain, honestly.
It
Every
is
now
big
and
brain.
then I have like a hard cider or a twisted tea, but that's about
Who
it.
put the sentient stapler in jelly?
This really is the next season of The Office.
Jeez. Teb, where are we at moderator
There's-
status?
I've moderated everything.
You've moderated everything?
Yeah, I don't know what's we're waiting on.
Unless somebody's just sitting there like, I don't want to fucking answer anymore. My answers got blocked.
It might be the person. Yeah, that's what I was. Yeah, it might be the person because I
Okay.
haven't seen a single one of theirs come through.
Lamau. You hate to see it. Okay, if that's the case then, is anybody going to be upset if we switch to the Wheel of Enormous Proportions?
Nope.
Okay. Think we're going to have to do that because somebody wanted to be a little boohoo baby bitch. Couldn't take the fucking heat. Sounds like a personal problem. Skill issue. It's okay. It's fine.
Should have just, just not have been bad.
Yeah. 100%.
You know?
Exactly.
Try
Ted,
worrying.
Teb, did you see my my one about it asked me to describe my favorite song without using any of the words? Did you see that one?
Sorry, I just realized I accidentally muted myself. That was at the time that I had to just click through.
Oh.
So I did not catch that, but I bet you it was drinking problem.
Uh-huh, correct.
I still think my best answer was the, what do you do at the end of a bad blind date? And all I put was, I wish I could see.
I did read that one. That
God.
one made me laugh.
God damn it.
That was
It was funny.
how much you could lift, and I was like, I wish I could do shit.
That was also very funny.
I can't do shit.
So says, how big is this wheel? What are the proportions?
It's a trivia game.
His ass.
I have no
What are the
ass.
proportions of the wheel?
Yeah. What are the proportions of the wheel? This is an important question.
You're gonna find
Is
out.
it a small wheel? Is it a big wheel? Is it average?
It's a wheel that takes up most of a mountaintop, so
Is it gargantuan?
Is it humongous?
you'll be able to decide, I get to be the evil queen again? I'd love to be the evil queen.
Is it insurmountable?
What am I?
Is it dangerously large?
I am a mermaid.
You are a mermaid. Moose is a clown. That tracks.
Yeah.
Disconnected? Yes, Berlinator. We got disconnected from that one because somebody was a little boohoo baby bitch and said, my answers got rejected, so I'm leaving. But because they didn't fully leave the game, as far as the game was concerned, they prevented the rest of us from being able to play any further. Teb is a witch. Love to see it. Team, your code is Lima Oscar Oscar Romeo. Lima Oscar Oscar Romeo.
Just law.
Why did they choose
Correct.
Lima for L? There's a lot of other words that are more common.
Because the whole point with the military phonetic
L
alphabet,
and E are very different in pronunciation.
And also,
Yeah.
different pronunciation and none of the words sound similar.
correct, that's the big thing, is you don't want the words to sound similar to like something else that it could get confused for.
Also, what is a Lima?
It's a marsupial.
Oh, not lemur. Lima.
Oh, Lima is the capital
It's
of Peru.
Yes, it's a location. Yes.
I thought it was always the animal.
No.
Nope.
I
No.
never
Maybe
think of it as the animal.
maybe it is in like the non-American military phonetic alphabet, but I promise you I use that every day at work, which is why I default to it when we're looking at this here, because I don't want people to be like, what, you said it was, fucking like BXYZ and I put that in. No, I said DXYZ, like it eliminates or minimizes confusion. If you can't figure it out from there, I'm sorry, that's a skill issue. You know?
Skill issue. Funny.
Your mom's a skill issue. Got him. Anyway.
That is arguably true.
What do you mean it's arguably true? I have questions.
Oh, lima, like lima bean.
Oh, that's
Lima.
Yeah.
Lima. But it's spelt the same.
Yes. but pronounced differently for reasons. We're gonna go ahead. Teb, do an exclamation point ad for me. I'm going to manually run an ad because otherwise it's going to interrupt us in the middle of this trivia game, and I don't want that to happen. And it'll give everybody just a little bit more time to join as well.
I'm gonna go.
What's the
use
code?
restroom
What's the
real
code?
quick
Say
then.
the code again.
They're not going to be able to hear it right now because there's an ad playing, ding dong, but I'll go ahead and type it in chat. Moose is going to go Tinkle Winkle or something. And once he's back and the ad is done, then we'll start. You must sleep. Have good stream. Thank you, Berlinator, for stopping by. I love you. I love you. Here's a heart even. Stay out of trouble. Get some rest. And don't die, forehead. That's what I got. Best I can do. This dog is so sad. He's looking at me.
Are you running an ad?
Yes, yes I am.
Can I just ask you to pop over to my Discord and go into the Nats stuff section and just see if I've actually put the permissions correct, that nobody else can post in it but me?
Nat stuff. Let me see here. It looks like I would be able to send messages in any of these things. So you'll want to make it.
You cut out on half of that.
Okay, yeah, no. So great.
Yeah.
Great. I can in theory message any of those channels. So it might be easier just to like lock down the permissions on like each channel, or do it by the category if you can.
I
What's
just
going on?
don't want people to be able to add stuff into this. New
Yeah.
channel, yes. Manage, no. No, send messages, no. No, 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 no.
Yeah.
What are you trying to do?
I can help you look at that later too if you want. Ad is done and Moose is back, so we'll go ahead and start.
3, 2, 1.
And we'll see how that go. Dog is gonna keep crying at me because I'm about to kink shame my dog for a second. Okay, this dog is mad because I won't let him lick my feet. He's pissed at me because I'm not gonna let him lick my feet. Okay. Gaming, welcome.
1.
Canceled the fucking countdown. Great.
Literally a buzzer beater.
Literally. It was great. What a time.
Kind of beats the buzzer, dude. That's kind of rude. What did it do to you?
Wow. Thank you so much for the follow, Gaming Like a Gamer.
Goofy gamer.
Goofy gamer. Yeah. Dog, stop. You don't cry at me.
Gamer.
He's so mad.
You have traveled to this sacred mountaintop, seeking answers from the all-knowing wheel of enormous proportions. You may now
that answers
ask
your
the
question.
wheel any one question that torments your very soul. Should you be chosen, your longing for truth will be satisfied, and your life forever changed.
And this one you don't have to moderate at all, Teb. So this should make it a little bit easier. Thank you for the hydrate, Moose. Shithead.
You fight me.
I will. Name a time and a place.
Preferably
the
somewhere
day
I can watch.
The day after Saturday, but before Sunday at about 14 p.m.
Fantastic. I'll be there. As soon as you tell me where there is. Teb, you gotta submit. Gotta submit.
Here, I'll just cook up a random question for you.
Okay.
How about the White House?
And with that, the
No,
wheel
you're
of
a jerk.
enormous proportions awaits.
Plastic, thank you so much for the biddies. Is my... Of course it's busted. Yep, Streamlabels crashed again. Are you fucking kidding me? You hate to see it. I just realized that it must have crashed at some point. Thank you for the bits, Plastic. Sweet dreams. Love your stupid face, asshole. And I am a jerk.
Like, some people who must stumble across your channel must be like, is this really how they speak to their followers?
Correct. Yeah.
And then
You
we're
fell
all in the
asleep in
chat
the
like,
dentist chair and now you're a trivia answering board game meeple? Oh, I promise it only gets weirder.
What the dog doing? He's crying, but I'll give you a Toby time here, Moose. Here,
Well,
I'm
looks
gonna...
like you
Toby,
experts
come on.
don't want any tutorials, so let's get started.
You know, the fact that they're named Toby, like your feet, is awfully fitting.
Okay. Here's to Toby,
yeah,
everyone.
fair.
He's just a little guy.
Are you ready for Nat to absolutely suck?
It's okay. I used all of my
'Cause I'm good at
trivia
random
luck.
knowledge, but this is very random knowledge.
Yeah, here's the thing. I used all of
It's like
my
they always say,
Jackbox
you
luck
can't start a
the
game
other night
without two
with Raven,
slices.
and I didn't even do that well. So I'm probably gonna
Only
lose.
one other talking wheel that would do this for you.
Hi, Toby. It's your time, Bubba. Everyone's watching you. He's like, what's going on, lady? I just want to lick your feet.
Hey, yo.
Okay, mommy's gonna need to have hand, okay? I can only pet you with one hand right now. I'm
Is
sorry.
that question one? Yeah, it is.
It sure is question one.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, what songs are hits
Which
from the
songs are hits
90s?
from the 1990s?
Oh, fuck. Ooh. I know a lot of these, but I don't remember when they released. That's the problem.
As for you in the audience,
Hi.
vote for the player that
Thank-
you
thank
think
you
will
for
do
Kiss.
the best. If the majority of you guess right, you'll earn a special slice of your own.
Right. I just picked some. That's where I'm at right now.
Some of my answers seem to unpick
This is
themselves.
Yeah, I
It's the
don't-
only time.
That has to be the audience. I'm so upset. That's terrible.
What?
I don't like this. I don't like clicking an answer only for it to get unselected.
That's weird. I had it happen to one of mine, but it put itself back. It's Morbin time.
It just kept doing it, and then it kept selecting answers I
Your
didn't
tap
want.
time is ticking away.
Weird.
That's gonna be so frustrating.
Maybe this will be our
Keep
last
happening, I'm just
Jackbox.
playing.
Yeah, I was gonna say if it keeps
Time.
happening the
And
rest
what
of
were the
this one,
correct
then this will be
answers?
the last Jackbox round, and we'll go to Monster Prom or something.
I did not do very good that time.
I didn't
Did better
either.
than I thought.
I got the worst. Let's go.
Okay, then
Oh,
was
shit,
prerogative
yeah.
early 2000s then?
I have no idea.
Can I just say, I don't think any of us were born. Yeah, no, all of us were born at the end.
Yeah.
Yep.
Uh-huh.
We're all Nino. We're all 90s
Are you kidding
in name
me?
only.
Correct.
Those scores have got my attention. Slices! Since you did the very best,
Gaming's probably gonna
have
fucking
another
win.
one.
Like, I just
Let's
selected the
go
ones I
gaming like
knew.
a what was it? Was it gaming like a
Like a
gaming
gamer.
like a gamer?
Hi, Toby. Are you comfy?
That sounded a little bit sarcastic.
No, that wasn't sarcastic. That's
It
just how I
sounded
talk.
eccentric.
Do you
Yeah,
guys
it's
see
just
how
like,
he's looking
let's
at me?
go.
Do you see how he's looking at me?
So far, he's getting all the W's right now.
Question two, don't mind if I do.
Toby's just like,
Okay.
All
So
right, now
handy.
who's into Game of Thrones?
not
Oh
me.
my god, I'm getting this wrong.
And not me. I know
I
there's a
haven't-
Jon Snow.
I haven't seen a
Even
single
Jon
episode.
Snow.
Me
What
neither.
words are spoken by Willis in the first 4 seasons of
What
Game
the
of
fuck's a
Thrones?
Willis?
Who the fuck?
Isn't
Okay,
necessary.
first question. Willis.
Why are half these answers the same?
Hodor.
This is too funny.
I have to do it for the meme.
Right, do you want me to answer this for you?
Sure.
It's
Guys,
called
I think the
Hodor.
answer is Hodor.
He's called Hodor.
Ah, Willis, my favorite character. I think he had a fun little nickname, but I can't remember what it is.
It's doing it again and it's
Sometimes I
pissing me
imagine
off.
myself growing
Yeah, it's
hands
doing
with
it to me
fingers on them,
too.
so I can tap the correct answers
It's
just
the
like
audience.
you.
It has to be the audience.
Yeah, it's very annoying.
Well, the audience is only supposed to be able to vote for who they think is best. They aren't able to select anything else. So there's something weird going on.
Remember when they
With
first invented
Jackbox.
paper? Man, that was a big day.
Yo, okay, hold on. If you're in the audience, if you're like the person that is in the audience and in the game right now, and you're still in the chat, is it you? Like, be honest, please. Like, I just want to know. Like, is that a feature of the game, or is the game glitching out?
No, Teb, it's not a feature of the game. This is something weird with Jackbox going on.
The time to hurry up is right now.
It'd be kind of cool if it was a feature of the game.
Yeah?
No, it wouldn't.
Kind of cool.
Like
This-
if it was
Never
a feature
play
you could
again.
turn on and off. Like,
Right.
if you wanted to be like,
How
we're
about some
playing
answers,
it with this
baby?
option.
Amazing.
Oh my god. Who'd fuck?
Nat, you gave us the answer and you got...
Yeah, I know, but it kept on selecting it.
Oh, did?
On
Tough break,
selecting
audience.
things
That's so fucking stupid. I'm sorry, babes.
and selecting other things. So when I pressed submit, I didn't realize it must have. Ugh.
Yeah.
That's why I was getting frustrated.
How did you... The top scores have me feeling all warm and
Let's
fuzzy.
go, Sezzy.
And Moose. Moose also tied with us.
Yeah, but we're in first. Let's go. First place.
Oh,
That's true.
hold door wasn't until later on because he's holding the door. Yeah, so basically the premise of Willis is there's a kid from the north and he got a head injury and he was trying to say hold the door.
Mmm.
But it ended up
Question
coming out
3
as
and a
Hodor,
power
and
slice
that's
go
all he
hand in
could
hand.
say
Oh
until
no.
later in the seasons where he said hold the door again and you saw like what happened to
Oh,
him.
I've got the perfect matching question for you.
Damn. Weird.
So everyone takes a piss out of him for the first few seasons and they see what
Match
happens
the
to him and
animal
how
to the sound the
he
English-speaking
becomes such a
world
like
thinks
integral
they
part
make.
of it. It's very sad.
Good luck. Let's
In
see
the
how it'll,
trivia world,
screw
this
us
is
up
what's
time.
known as a gimme.
If I could get this shit to cooperate.
I want to see everything match. Go!
What? It's doing the... Okay. Fine. It's not taking answers out fast enough to let me actually select the right one half the time.
That's what I was
Match
just
time is
thinking.
coming to an end.
If you start from the bottom, it
Yeah, I missed some because of...
I missed 2.
Yep.
3 of them because I was.
Finito. Now let's see what matched.
I'm angry.
does this mean I'm in first now?
Maybe?
Wait, y'all got duck? I didn't get duck.
I didn't get a duck.
No?
No, nobody got duck. It was just the example.
Yeah.
At least I know I can pass preschool.
In theory.
Yay, I'm in
Let's
first.
go, Moose.
You did just as good as each other? Nah.
Gaming bestie, I'm so sorry that you didn't get to have any points that round. Everybody else got a slice and some points, and you got none. I'm so sorry. Moose is in first, and he gets the power slice. That's... Okay. Alright. That's fine.
The knowledge of the universe is only a few spins away.
Let's,
Am I doing good, Pa?
You're doing great, son. I'm so proud of you. Half-assed, yay. And now there's no audience players, if you guys look in the top left, so.
Good.
Not sure.
And not to get personal, but I feel a bit naked without your slice on my face.
Ew.
Okay then.
Sorry.
I do not consent.
That
I
sounds
wanna-
like a you
Slops on my
problem,
face
dude.
to suck
Yeah.
at your slices.
I want to unhear that, actually.
But what about the audience, right? They have 2 slices this round to stir up trouble.
The audience of 0 has 2 slices? For why?
Yo. Hey, look, it's Isaac's cradle. Oh, Newton's cradle. My bad.
I was gonna say,
Time is ticking away.
He's
Don't
the
miss
wrong
out on
Isaac,
this
Like the
opportunity.
binding of Isaac? Let's go.
Hey, yo. Don't use the Bible on Satan, Isaac.
Hey, yo.
So what's the power slice do?
it
Gives you power.
gives you lots of points. Specifically you, because you have the power slice.
I like points. Can we please spend that one, please?
Ask Cheb, he's gonna be spinning first.
Hey,
Oh,
can you
how
land
I've
on the power
dreamed
slice,
that you'd
please?
be our first spinner.
Yay, points for
You share the
me.
pot and my excitement.
I intentionally spun it as softly as possible so it wouldn't hit the slice.
Still
Lamau.
50 points on the show.
Oh, it's fine. That's fine.
Oh god, if this goes any slower, it's gonna stop.
Yeah, that's how I'm feeling right now. This is so fucking weird.
It's your
Remember,
time to
patience
shine.
is a virtue? No.
I am not patient at all.
I'm revolving. Revolving. I'm
Kinda,
well, okay.
Hey.
Hey, let's go. Love that for you, Moose.
Same. So
how many
do we win
points
this
is it? Is it 20,000?
20,000 is when you get to start spinning the winner wheel, yeah.
one? Oh, hey, I'm almost
I
halfway
thought
there.
for a second it was 10, and I was like, damn, this is gonna be a short game.
You ready, new spinner?
Halfway there. Hey, can you give me more points, please?
Points to me.
Hey, that's something.
Good job, says he.
It's
Good
not
job,
what I
says
asked
Thank you.
for, but alright.
I'm not looking for feedback at this time, but thank you though.
Well,
We have time for just
should get
one
feedback
more
anyways.
spin.
your form was poor. Should have had a bit more oomph. Spun out, 4 degrees
Let's
left.
go now.
Let's go now.
Knock it out of the
Woo.
park.
Oh.
And on the power slice.
Make this one count,
I'd
last
rather
spinner.
I'd rather you did, please.
Land on something that's not Moose.
All right, not bad.
Yay! Points to Nat.
How am I supposed to win if y'all aren't giving me points?
Get points on your own. Pull yourself up by your bootstraps and get your own damn points.
I don't have
God.
boots.
Oh my god.
I don't like beggars.
I do, but not in Jackbox.
Okay.
I
Can't
think
shame
we should
myself.
get
It's
hypercritical
fine.
about your point totals.
It's fine. I'm in second.
I only just now
And-
noticed that this game has music.
One
Yeah.
round in and I'm already sweating.
Yeah.
How can you be sweating, bro? You're moving so slow.
The sun.
Some Canadians just told me I look like one of their toonies. Ugh, Canadians.
Oh no, call out post for Canadians. Oh no, we're in trouble.
I'll better start apologizing.
Stop. Oh god.
I'd like to introduce you to question 1.
Okay.
Well, do
Introduce
it
me.
then.
Yeah, right?
Which
Which
foods
food
originated in France?
originated in France? Oh no.
Tacos.
Maidenless? Oh, that's not what it says.
Oh.
Yo, maybe the one that's
Tap
kinda
the right
French
answers.
sounding is
That
French.
seems like a good idea.
Obviously, French fries. Are you good?
It's funny. It doesn't take a lot to make this man laugh.
Correct.
I wasn't expecting such a deep laugh.
I'm a
used
simple
to-
man. I hear a good joke, I laugh.
I'm used to when someone laughs in a deep voice, it's to make fun of me. Caught me off guard. Is Ratatouille French? No, it's a movie. Never mind.
Set in France.
It is. I
Yo,
thought
don't
it was
spoil
French
it.
people in-
Spoilers.
Is Ratatouille French?
So I'm
No,
guessing
it's
that
a
it might be
movie.
French.
Only a few more TikToks and we're done here.
Hold on, did you say TikToks? Hey, yo.
Can't.
Yeah, like TikTok of a clock.
I didn't think that
Okay,
would be
now
that
here's what
funny.
we were looking
It's a
for.
clock.
I'm laughing anytime says.
It hit me right in the giggle dick. Fight me.
I bet none of us picked French onion soup because we're like, there's no fucking way.
I picked it.
You didn't.
No, I didn't because I was like, no, there's no shot.
I picked it.
It's not
Anything
that
has
obvious.
I know anything that has French in the name is not French.
But French onion soup is. Yeah, French fries are German,
I didn't pick it.
but
I was like, no shot, man.
that's the one
Two
that's
is what I'm
correct.
feeling now.
Ratatouille
I can't
is
believe it.
literally
Crazy.
root vegetables. And
Correct.
it was originally
I'm
Poor
gonna give
man's
you a
meal.
series of clues to help you answer
And
this
then
question.
Rat ate
I wonder how this is gonna go. Like,
no, like
how's the
everything. It
timer
just
gonna
got
go if he
stolen
talks
by
really
the rich.
slow?
Who is my all-time favorite musician?
Also, Hollow, thank you for the loves.
it. Jerry Springer.
It's Maury Povich.
Stop. You fucking
Three
clowns.
calendars.
Some clues might help.
Yeah,
I'm
some clues
referring
might help.
to a German gentleman. Okay, I'll just tell
Um.
you. It's David Hasselhoff. No, I'm kidding. Don't type in Hasselhoff.
I'm
Who?
typing it in. You said it, dude. I'm sorry. I gotta type it.
They said try again. It was in fact not David Hasselhoff.
His most famous works include Symphony No. 9 and the Moonlight Sonata.
What the fuck? What was his name?
Oh fuck.
He's
What's
famous for composing
Oh.
even through encroaching
Hey.
hearing loss.
oh, that one.
Got it. I couldn't
There's a
remember what
movie
it
Frank
series about a
Sinatra.
lovable Saint Bernard that shares a name with him. Oh, quality 90s hijinks
Yo,
ensued.
Marmaduke? Yo. That's my favorite musician.
His first name is
Marmaduke's
Yo,
not a
is that
Saint
what it is?
Bernard though.
Kind of a giveaway, come on.
Ludwig Ogren?
Get out.
They left.
No, they.
Oh, they are.
Gave me
Da,
like
da,
a
da,
game
da.
of-
You have to remember that
It's-
they're playing on a delay, basically.
Yeah, we have the advantage because we're gamers.
We have a huge advantage because we're seeing this in real time.
How can that be?
We're seeing this in real time at 4 FPS.
You're welcome.
Listen, I'm seeing it at 4 FPS too.
More
Alright?
slice.
I don't have an advantage over you right now.
Yo, Moose Cane, how's that privilege taste?
Mm-hmm.
You know, for purposes of not getting yelled at, I'm choosing to not answer.
Good choice. You chose correct.
Finish this set strong and get you that power slice.
Oh boy, I want that power slice.
Counterparts. It's another matching one.
All this matching, bro. I feel like I should be on Tinder.
Match the poet to their
I got
famous
banned
poem.
from Tinder. I don't even know what I did. They were just like, you broke our community guidelines. You can't come back. Goodbye.
One of them's daddy?
I'm sorry.
Match up
Who?
things that have to do with each other.
I'm literally gonna have to fucking trial and error this because I don't know any of this shit.
Sonic 18 is the only one I know.
Who is that?
I'm not gonna tell you.
It was worth asking.
Also, it's so laggy, I literally can't do anything.
I'm just guessing. I'm not. I just happen to remember some things about poems. Get off my dick.
Yeah, I got one. I got literally one because that's how it was. So
I got,
guys, it's not click and drag, just so you know.
I
Dragon the
know
whole
who did
time.
Daddy.
Teb, that's why you were struggling. Wait, who wrote Daddy? Sylvia Plath. Okay, we gotta look up this bitch later.
There they all are, looking good.
It's okay.
My decision
Okay,
is.
so William
You.
Shakespeare
It was
in The
always
Split
you.
and Edgar
Don't
Allan
stare
Poe in The
directly at it.
Raven.
It's like the sun.
You do not do any more black shoe, which I have lived like a foot for 30 years, poor and white, barely daring to breathe or a tooth.
How old is this
Daddy,
poem?
I have had to kill you. You forgot the daddy part.
Daddy.
Oh, now I'm all fired up for a
Daddy.
set of spins. Get
It's
over
probably
here.
a really deep poem. That's probably really good, but we're making fun of it. We're
It
dragging
has
it.
like a really important, like, subtle meaning to it, and we're just over here like, Daddy.
You two and your
That's
one goddamn
most
brain cell.
English literature, but
What?
Mom says
Hold
it's
on.
to another
Hold
brain
on.
cell.
Oh my. It's about. Hold on.
Wait, based on your reaction.
Auschwitz? What? What?
let's have a look.
What a crazy.
I'm waiting
coincidence.
until after
You made it up
stream.
my mountain alive, and I stopped tossing bricks at people who climb my mountain.
Hold on. This poem might actually be. This poem might be onto something.
Hey team, don't forget to place your
Make some
slices.
risky decisions. Go on, I dare you.
Oh, I made some risky decisions. I just made some very risky decisions.
I just claimed an entire section as mine.
Yo, honestly, I just clicked the same one 3 times.
Bold.
But if I land on it, I'm winning.
If you don't land on it though.
Slices you keep go to waste. Hurry up.
Then it's fine. I blame it on the game being laggy and the whole clicking and dragging thing.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I just claimed a whole section of the thing for me.
You asshole.
Hey, I was willing to share, just only one person wanted to have some of it, so.
You see that little purple slice there? It's me.
No, I'm choosing not to.
It would have been really funny if somebody else clicked on Teb's slice. His one slice.
The first spinner in this round? Well, that's you, silly.
Let's go gaming like a gamer.
Don't land on the power slice. It's not cash money.
Land on the purple slice.
No, land on the one that's like slightly towards
The
pink,
time
but
to
also
spin
kinda
me is
purple.
running out.
Spin it all.
Okay.
There you go.
Everybody,
As long as Moose doesn't get points.
You're on the board now.
I'm poor.
You have the most points, Ding Dong.
Semantics, alright. I'm poor. Don't worry about it.
For sure.
Gamers.
Okay, Teb.
You're up.
What's that one that has the 2 arrows on it?
That means that anybody who is touching it gets it, so that's basically a point for just Teb right now.
Winners.
Wow, Moose and me get points, and the rich get richer.
We stay in power.
So basically, she idolized her father. But as she grew, she came to realize that she was.
You
she
ready for a
feared him,
new spinner? Because I sure
Hmm.
am.
So she likened him. She likened herself
It's a spin.
to the
We'll
Jews,
never
to the
forget.
Jewish, and her father to the Nazis.
Well, that's something.
Yeah?
It puts me at 20,000, doesn't it?
Yep, that means that you get to try to spin
Someone
at the
is
winner
fussing
wheel.
with that score.
Yeah, that's
It's gonna be a 1 in 3 chance, I
yes, it
think.
is.
oh, we take the third
An
floor.
extremely deep poem.
But consider Daddy.
I'm still dragging it because it was named Daddy.
Was also wrote in the 60s, well before that
You
became
can
a
win
thing.
it right here.
Fair.
Yeah.
Boy, I hope I win.
Oh, damn.
I wasn't expecting that. Alright. He says.
What? Okay, I'll hydrate. Thank you for making me take care of myself, Moose. Love you,
Go in
dickhead.
this time. There we go.
It's thinking.
And so, it is finally time to answer.
Once
the
Moose's
most
question has been
personal
answered,
question.
then we're gonna run an ad. Teb, would you mind doing an exclamation point ad in preparation? What to talk to me?
I couldn't think of anything else. Just couldn't.
Okay. Okay. That's fine, love. We get it.
You gotta spin me one last time now.
You gotta spin him one last time.
Those are some long answers.
You think you're so smart, don't you?
The day
Actually,
of
that is
true
not correct.
enlightenment.
I'm very dumb.
We know. We still love you. Alright, we're gonna go ahead and run an ad, and we'll be back with Monster Prom very shortly. Because Jackbox is having a struggle bus time, and I don't want to deal with it anymore. I do like the fart noise that it made, though. That was fun.
Everyone else's questions.
I don't care.
Wait, did you not get him as a moderator?
No, because that one doesn't have moderation on it. Because there's only like the one. It should, but it doesn't.
Cringe.
Cringe indeed.
I'm getting a Sonic ad.
Onkrats? Love that for you,
Sonic
bestie.
the Hedgehog now streaming. Yo.
Wow. Damn, that's
3 of
crazy.
5. I'm getting 5 ads. This is rigged.
Lamau.
5 fucking ads.
Says he'd be like, yo, thanks for the money. Hey, yo.
This game is loud as hell. Hold up. Oh my god. Music.
So, do you need the game to play?
No, you do not.
Free to play.
Basically, it's... You guys don't even like need to remote play together. What we're gonna do is basically just screen share it, and I'll select the options that you pick for you, if that makes sense.
I guess.
Let me see. We just gotta make sure that Game Capture decides to cooperate again.
There's a gallery. There's endings.
Yeah, there's many different endings.
There's Polaroids. There's a lot of Polaroids.
Mm-hmm.
11
And
pages.
some of them, you know what? I'll show you guys this while everything's still hidden. Thank you for the Pogs Hollow. While this is all still hidden, let me show you guys some interesting content. Also, that background is always kind of jumpy, no matter what, so don't be worried about that. In the gallery, I'll show you some stuff. Many loves from Hollow. Wait, no, I'm gonna show you the endings. Because Damien, my baby.
Oh, he's getting his ass beat.
That's when he punched the sun. My boy.
I understand completely.
Liam Yowie ending, as we all do. What's her face? Yeah, she did a lot of murder. Oh my god. What's her stupid face? I don't like her. She's like my least favorite female character.
What?
She kills a bunch of people.
Right next to it.
Oh, that one? Yeah.
Yeah.
That's why I'm only showing this right now in the Discord call and not on stream. That one is a reason why, and there's another one right here with Vera, my queen. I love her. That's the corpse ending, as you do. There's the whole squad.
I'm guessing the little basic dude is probably the protagonist.
No, actually. So there's 4 protags. A minute. I have to finish this.
Yo, Monster Camp is out now. So is Monster Road Trip. Oh, that's a demo.
Mhm.
3 of these?
I guess. So We'll be playing Monster Prom. This is the one that started it all. We're not going to play the DLC for it. We're going to play like the actual classic. We'll do a full.
I'll be back in a minute.
Okay, that's fine.
If you want to play with 3 players just for now, because I'll be back in a moment.
No, it's not single player at 1 minute. We'll go back because Nat wants us to play with 3. I guess we can just do like a quick one with the 3. Just to show you guys real quick. We'll do a short game. Spooky high school, the sweetest years of our lives. Back then, we were young and unafraid. Sometimes reckless, sometimes brilliant, sometimes just stupid, but always willing to live life to the fullest. We were on a wild journey to discover who we really were. I'm Blue. Custom name. Rebel. Yeah, we'll keep she pronouns, that's fine. I don't care that much. Let's say Teb is player 2. Teb, who you want to be?
I want to be the green guy.
You want to be green?
Yeah, I got a good voice for it. What's up? It's me.
You never have to read as your character. Do you want he pronouns or do you want something else?
Give me he.
Okay. Okay. Moose?
Yeah, that's me, yeah.
I'm gonna be the dude that doesn't have a fucking mouth.
Okay. Okay. You can be Moose. Yeah. And pronouns?
He.
Okay.
I can do this.
And we had yet to experience its ultimate challenge, the Monster Prom. I remember it clearly. 2 weeks were left, and as we fantasized about our dream prom dates, we were all scrambling to catch the attention of one of our 6 most charismatic classmates. Miranda was her name. I remember now. The one that I don't like as much. Anyway. Also, basically, since there's only 3 of us playing right now, we're each going to pick 2 of these to voice. So then Cesar doesn't have to read everything. We're going to run on the rule of dibs. I'm letting you know I'm taking Vera. Nobody can take her from me. I don't care as much about the other ones.
Dibs on Vera.
No, I already called dibs on Vera.
I have dibs on Vera. Come on.
Okay, guys, we can't all be Vera. Miranda Vanderbilt, 19, a sweet mermaid princess who was as cute as she was genocidal. Damien LeVay, a fearless demon with a taste for destruction and a love of fire. Scott Howell, himbo, a werewolf athlete who compensated for his rather small brain with a stupidly huge heart. Liam DeLioncourt, I think is how it's technically, I don't know, fucking. A hipster vampire whose standoffish demeanor hid that he was truly a lovable dork.
Yay!
Polly Geist, 22? A party ghost with an insatiable hunger for all the wrong things. I love Polly too.
What?
And Vera Oberlin, 23, a mean, self-made Gorgon with a merciless sense of business. So, I already called dibs on Vera. Since Teb is player 2, we're going to let Moose pick.
Yeah, I also called.
Okay, we can't all call dibs on Vera.
We'll just alternate on the word.
No, we will not. That's going to take 50 years.
No, I don't think that's fair. Some words are longer than others. We have to alternate every syllable.
Stop. Okay, this bit is done. Moose, pick a character. Moose.
The little green dude. Not the green dude. The purple dude.
Okay. You're gonna be hipster Liam. Okay. Gotcha. Teb.
Give me himbo. That's basically me.
Okay, so you're Scott. Now, the question is, do I make it even and have it so that we all voice one female character and one male character by taking Damien? Or...
Not doing a female voice.
Okay, so I guess Moose takes Damien. That means that I'll take Polly. Teb, you get Miranda. I love you. I love you so much. He left the voice call. He'll come back. I'll give him the option of swapping Miranda for Polly. I'll read from Miranda if he wants Polly instead.
I was not prepared to be put on the spot for reading. I'm not good with voices.
That's okay. It doesn't.
Voices in D&D.
It doesn't have to be great. Teb, if you really don't want to be Miranda, you can be Polly instead. But you're not taking Vera from me. Teb? Are you crying?
We all wanted Vera, and it wasn't fair that you just took her from us.
Okay, well, you're gonna see why she's me. Okay, so Teb, I'm gonna give you the choice between Miranda and Polly. Who would you prefer to read for?
I already said Polly.
Okay, I couldn't fucking. You were mumbling, so I will go ahead and.
I said last time I did Miranda last time.
Okay, fine. I will be Miranda and Vera. All right. It was clear it had to be one of them, but who? We only had 2 weeks to choose our prom date, and even more daunting, we had only 2 weeks to woo them and conquer their heart. Also, we will be the narrator for our own selves. Like, when it's your turn, you'll read your own narrator part. But as I already said, we were young and unafraid, and we were ready to start. Welcome to Monster Prom's stupidest pop quiz ever! All minds are rotten, but they are rotten in so many different ways. Worry no more. We're now using our PhD in bullshit to diagnose which kind of deviant sicko you are. Monster Prom's stupidest pop quiz ever, trademark, will throw a bunch of absurd questions at you and turn your answers into your character's stats. This way, each of you will start by having stats that better reflect your true selves. Let's start. You wish you were raised by mysterious old man, pack wild wolves. Really progressive marriage between a kick-ass venomous snake and actual. Oh yeah, that's me. That's me. Venomous snake and actual fire. I love fire. That's me. Yeah. Ted?
Should I have to read them now? Sorry. Okay. Yo, it's the second one for sure.
Second one? Okay. So you'll take wild wolves. Moose?
Oh, I'm all about that rad DJing, bro.
Okay. Great.
Good split. Good split.
Good split. All right. Which god do you pray to each night before sleeping? Praying is for fools. I took compromising pics of a god molesting a tree and now I blackmail him for whatever I want. A lot more effective. Praying is kind of lame. I have a group text set up with some deities. Dionysus, Bastet, Loki. Coolest cats in town. Oh, I pray to all kinds of gods. I have this business where people pay me to deliver their prayers every night. I've even started look for a Chinese factory to outsource the prayers. Jesus. I think that I'm going to pick the blackmail option.
I'll go for the second one.
Group text? Okay.
Coolest cats in town, man.
I'm definitely going for the Chinese outsourcing.
All right. If you were an ice cream, which flavor would you be? Double creme de la Gruyere and meringues. Meat. Success. Spicy chocolate, no chocolate on fire. Tequila and Coke with a winky face. Or rainbows and gummy bears. I think... God, who do I want to romance this time?
Wow, you're trying to go meta?
I'm taking spicy chocolate, no chocolate on fire.
Meat.
Okay. Moose?
Obviously the double creme de la Gruyere and meringues.
Okay.
Is that even a question?
Okay.
I knew it. I was metaing too. I was like, what the fuck is himbo?
Of course.
I didn't know mine was my character, but it worked out.
I love how none of us picked any of the girls. We all just decided we're leaning toward the boys. You can still romance somebody else that's not who you got the bonus points with, but it's easiest to go with.
I'm voicing the boy. I'm voicing the himbo. I want to fuck the himbo then.
Understandable. I'm going to the bathrooms. That day you skip class and just hang out in the bathrooms because you respect no authority. I guess some people just want to watch the world burn by skipping class and hanging out in the bathrooms. You give +0 shits, but you gain +2 boldness. You're chilling in the bathroom with Damien and Miranda. Thank the gods for co-ed bathrooms. Everything's going great and you're obviously very cool until you hear some noises. Oh snap, it's Crazy Martin, the werebear janitor. Moose?
Damn, we're done if I get caught skipping class again. They're gonna feed me to the school's dragon. Or even worse, they'll make me come in on Saturday.
Ah, this is bad. I didn't bring my champion who would fight to the death to defend my honor. What can we do? Fucking hate her. It seems they're both waiting for you to do something. But how do you scare the werebear? No time to think. You bust out of the stall and make yourself as big as possible, or it's showtime. Play dead until he goes away. I believe I gotta make myself as big as possible based on my boldness. Yes. You puff out your cheeks, stuff a bunch of toilet paper in your shirt, and wave your arms in the air. I have never had to stuff toilet paper in my shirt. Thank you. Anyway, Crazy Martin has no idea what the hell is happening. He thinks he's having a flashback to Nam. Okay, so Nam is canon in the Monster Prom universe. Write that down.
Oh no, not Nam.
As Martin flees the bathroom, Damien puts a hand on your shoulder. He's touching me? That was
stupid as hell.
Yeah, it's you.
Sure scared him to death. Stupidity plus bravery is my favorite mix. You're rad.
He thinks I'm rad. Yes, that was superb. For a moment you scared me too. So convincing. You're my knight. That's a typo. Knightus in shining armor. Okay. I hate it. Defeating a werebear with nothing more than toilet paper? That's something to remember. You gain +2 boldness and 1 creativity.
Sure.
Okay, Teb, would you like to go to the auditorium, class, library,
Himbo.
outdoor?
Give me whatever makes the himbo fall in love with me. We're metaing.
I don't remember what all of his things are. I think charm is one of them. You don't need smarts for him, I can tell you that one. I would guess it's charm
LMAO.
and fun.
What's his name?
Scott. Scott Howell. Like howling at the moon. So I'm going to tell you, auditorium gives you creativity, class gives you smarts, library gives you money, outdoors gives you fun, gym gives you charm, bathrooms gives you boldness. I'm letting you know I'm going to spend most of my time in the bathrooms because that's pretty much all Damien cares about.
I'm looking Scott up because we're metaing. I want him. What can I say?
Okay, fair and valid.
Oh, he has no
So
stat.
look for
He
a
has
quick round.
He has no stat requirements.
No stat.
But he has. You have to get love points, which is not trackable.
Lamau. But yeah, no, Nat, this is not a
hard,
game
man.
that's there's no way to do like a quick round unless we're not reading, just clicking. But if
It's more wasting time Googling the characters.
yeah, Teb is he's trying to metagame,
Throw
you
me
know.
somewhere. I don't care. Just throw me.
Pick
I'm
I
not finding anything.
okay, I'm not picking for you. You gotta
Take
pick.
me to the gym.
Okay, the gym.
What's cracking, bro? That day, an epic dodgeball match takes place. Everything seems lost, but you deliver an inspirational speech that fuels your team's spirit.
Suggestion, team. Nat, if you would like, would you like to maybe be the narrator? We sort of divvied up the characters, but narrator, we sort of said like, we'll just read for ourselves. But if you'd like to be included, number one, I'd like to have you included. Number two, narrator is probably the part that's going to be like evened out the best, rather than us trying to swap around characters that you can't even see right now. If you would like to read, then
So it'd be
you'd be the narrator. So anytime it basically doesn't have one of the romanceable characters reading, then it's the narrator. And again, if you'd like to read, you're more than welcome to, I would say, for narrator, because that would... Okay, cool. Then you can be
y'all don't get
included.
mad at my voice, that's fine.
I like your voice. So...
Don't.
Plus, I want you to feel included.
I like your voice. You got a nice voice.
Leading
Sarah.
to a spectacular comeback. Clearly a natural born leader. Gain +2 charm.
Amazing.
After dodgeball comes the obstacle course. You stare across the gym at it, terrified as are most of your classmates. There are giant centipedes, venomous bears, bloodthirsty magpies circling just under the ceiling, and animals so bizarre one can barely find words to describe them.
Good morning, students.
Oh fuck, we forgot about the side characters. Who wants to be coach?
All right, class. I've imported this special course from Regular Creatures High School in New South Wales, Australia. Australia's canon now. Don't be afraid. I believe in each and every one of you. These terrifying creatures will not break your will. Oh god, what was I gonna give him? Howdy, partner. I will not let you down, coach. Giant crocs don't scare me. This is not pee on my pants. He may be a himbo, but he a country himbo.
Okay.
Finally, we're the adversaries. What's that abomination over there even called?
That would be a platypus.
I'm gonna drag it to hell. The underworld has never seen such horror.
Dude, straight up facts.
Not the platypi.
Nat, my love?
Is this the narrator?
Yes.
Okay. I had a character next to it. I didn't know.
Oh no, that's okay. Yeah, no, this faceless one is the narrator. Otherwise, when we talk about like a character being there, it'll show them up here.
Okay. Well, don't just stand there. Show them what you got. Clear the course. Move it, bitch.
So
Got to go native, mates. I hold my beer. Oh, have a look at them. They're so cute. Let's slay them with kindness.
I think it's pretty obvious which is for who. Let's slay him with kindness.
You approach the vicious beast unarmed. You give a platypus a hug. The mood changes drastically. Soon Damien is riding two crocodiles like jet skis, surrounded by swooping magpies that chant his name. I'm enjoying the facial expressions, I have to admit.
me too.
For a moment you think the koalas are overwhelming Scott, but it's actually just a full contact tea party.
Okay.
Oh fuck, what voice did I give him? You're supposed to clear... No, that's not it. You're supposed to clear the course, not befriend it.
Close enough.
Okay, Cusco. Oh, Cusco.
That's Kronk.
But this is even better. Your power of friendship had melted the hearts of these abominations. You've made my abs cry with joy.
If your abs are crying, I need you to see a doctor. Sorry.
From your close encounter with Australia, you gain +2 fun and +1 charm.
Hey, yo.
Alright, Moose. Where are you going?
I guess I'm going to class.
You're gonna go to class? Okay, you're gonna get some smarts. Nat?
A day you listen to your elders and learn valuable lessons. Sometimes after all the monster nonsense, the dating gimmicks, you forget that attending class is supposed to be the primary activity at this high school. You gain +2 smarts. But Liam isn't paying attention to any of that. He corners you afterwards to lecture you on the momentgram filters.
Yes.
What no one seems to understand about filters is that they're not making pictures better. They're about making pictures browner and harder to see.
Did I mention he's a
That's
hipster?
just sepia.
Yeah. Correct.
Don't use the sepia filter.
That's why I use my own proprietary filter for almost all my photos. Infinite Top. It's also probably why I only have 6 monogram followers, but we almost make sacrifices for our art. In any case, I have to go. There's a dead rat in the parking lot I simply must document.
Trying to think it's not the posts.
I don't think
That's
it's
the filters, I think it's the posts.
Mhm.
As soon as Liam's gone, Miranda peeks out of an air conditioning duct.
Goodness, the situation is even more dire than I thought. If Operation Make Liam Popular again is to succeed, we must get started immediately. What's that? Why, yes, of course you're part of my operation. I unwillingly force people into my service all the time. Oh, you want to know why it's called Operation Make Liam Popular Again? Well, he's been alive for like centuries, right? I'm sure he must have been popular at some point. I'll check the history books later. There's no time now. Phase 1 is getting Liam more Momentgram followers. I took the liberty of having my royal spies discover the password to his account so we can give it a total makeover. But what to do?
Use his account to post a bunch of porn and bomb recipes. Pay a million homeless people to follow Liam on Momogram.
Pay the homeless people.
Okay.
I got a single point wealthy.
Ah, yes, just as father pays millions to vote for him in our fair and democratic elections. In fact, I think I can cut costs by paying one of father's clonesmiths to simply replicate the same 1,000 people 1,000 times.
You ask Miranda if she thinks this is ethical. She's confused about the meaning of ethics as she is about fair and democratic elections.
Mm-hmm.
Her stare alone
Soon the plot.
no thoughts, head empty.
Soon the plot and the requisite clones are hatched. You run into Liam in the halls a few hours later.
I am distraught. My carefully husbanded unpopularity is crumbling before my eyes. Look at all these followers. Look at their comments. Totally real account 66. I love you, Liam. Another equally real account. You're so obscure and avant-garde. Two sentiments they are expressing are objectively correct, and yet, no! I cannot give in to the lure of the limelight.
In spite of this, Liam seems to be enjoying himself quite a bit. You spend the rest of the day helping him create his feed, getting +2 charm and 1 fun in the process.
Let's trade places. I'm gonna let you know, by the way, that Nat gets to be the decider of the order, as far as like who wins fitting the prompt best. You'll see what I mean in a minute. I'm saying that because Nat is not actively playing, and I would like them to make us suffer. So everybody chooses an occupation. It's okay. It's all right. Everybody chooses an occupation. Oh yeah, go ahead.
I was reading.
Oh, dicks. You're right. You're right.
Everybody chooses an occupation. Say your choice out loud to the rest of the players before clicking.
Stripper.
Are you going to click? Next.
Did Moose and Teb say theirs? Because I didn't hear them.
What are the options?
Oh no, any occupation. So we're not picking an occupation for us. We're just saying an occupation. So I picked stripper.
Okay.
Teb, pick an occupation.
Well, as my profile picture suggests, I'm a big fan of Saul Goodman, so let's go lawyer.
Okay. Moose.
Fuck it, I'll be a streamer, gotta, you know.
Okay, so stripper,
wow,
lawyer,
out,
and streamer.
Sell out.
Hey, listen, if
Okay.
I acknowledge the brownie points, it doesn't count.
Okay. Okay, so player orders decided based on...
Player orders decided...
Yeah. Go, baby.
I just sew my mouth shut.
No, don't! I love you.
Player order is decided based on how funny a TV show called America's Next Selected Occupation would be. Start debating now.
So our options are America's Next Stripper, America's Next Lawyer, and America's Next Streamer. I love the implication that we only get one. Like, there's one stripper, one streamer, or one lawyer for all of America. That's great. Not next top, it's just next. That's...
Yeah, there's a queue to become a stripper. You have to graduate stripping school.
Correct. Yep. You sure do.
Yo, I graduated
clean up
magna
the
cum
occupation.
laude
Come
from
on,
stripper school.
I'm gonna have to say strippers first,
Tay.
then lawyer, then streamer.
So we're keeping the same order. Just get good, forehead.
Let's go.
No, it's so there's
Purely just on the
2 weeks.
That
There's
there
just
can only be one.
yeah, if there can only be one. Everyone knows what table I'm sitting at. I would love to sit at Vera's table, but I'm going for Damien this time.
find it absent of food but covered in paperwork.
Do we really need all these special forms? Can't we just write death threats on regular paper? For the last time, Damien, substantive change within an administrative system requires mastery of the mechanisms of bureaucracy. That's a lot of big words. What if we wrote the death threats on really fancy paper?
I love Damien.
Liam turns to address you.
As you can see, my mastery of realpolitik has caused me to embrace an unlikely ally in my quest for reform. I have no idea what he's saying. I just want the cafeteria food to stop being so fucking boring. You see, our interests are aligned. I too desire a menu less pedestrian. Sure. Either way, we're stuck on the last bit. We know we want the menu to change, but we don't know what to change it to. Yes, we have encountered a culinary block. Perhaps you can just suggest something appropriately artistic.
A white plate with a single sprig of parsley in the center, the essence of minimalism, or a bowl of knives, the essence of knives. We all know what option I'm picking.
Now that's interesting. Knives? Seems a bit didactic. We'll see how didactic it is when I'm stabbing faces with a bowl full of knives. God, that's a face. You don't know what didactic means, do you?
Rad!
Nope, but I do know how funny it'll be to watch a bunch of nerds try and finish a blood-eye knife bowl.
Damon's application to add knives to the menu is a success. He starts holding daily knife-eating contests. There is no winner, except Damien, who thinks it's hilarious, and you, who came up with this.
Sure.
It's ironic that we're talking about knives while I'm holding my pocket knife.
So, friends, I just want to say, didactic means intended to teach, particularly and having moral instruction as an ulterior motive. Now you know.
Stabbing your face hole would do that.
I'm just
exactly.
Where are you
It's
sitting?
actually, it is didactic. I didn't know. I didn't look up the.
Also, guys, I just noticed something.
I did just look it up.
I noticed something, guys. All of our voices are sitting like together. So like, Moose's voices were sitting together. Mine are sitting together, and Teb's are sitting together. I just wanted to point that out.
Who's the pony in the top?
Did you mean the cat?
Yeah, the pony, the My Little Pony character.
The purple one over here.
I didn't see the other ear. I just saw the one on the right, and I was like, "That's a horn."
No, that's a cat.
Look.
That's the shopkeeper.
Look, I'm very tired.
That's okay.
You gotta pick a table.
No, take me to the himbo table.
Okay, I figured.
Scott and Polly
It's gonna be talking to myself.
Scott and Polly are sitting together laughing their metaphorical asses off.
What voice did I give him, like an Arthur Morgan voice or something?
It was very
Yeah, it was some yeehaw.
Like Arthur Morgan Southern or like Hick Southern?
Hick Southern.
closer to Hick. It was definitely not Arthur Morgan.
So it wasn't like, "You're all right, boy." It was like a howdy, partner.
Correct, yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Do Damien. Oh god, what voice is I gonna give her? I'm like a party girl. I'm Damien. Look at my stupid red face.
Take that back.
Looks blue to me.
I use violence to cover up the fact that I've been brought up to reverse. Hold up. Okay, these are fucking. I know what she's doing. That I've brought up to revere a toxic version of masculinity, which has alienated me from my own true emotions. Oh, you sound exactly like him. What am I actually giving her voice, though? Okay. You do Vera.
Okie dokie, Hollow's gonna call it here. Take care, says have a good night, everybody. Good night, Hollow. I love you, team. If you can hear me in chat, tell Hollow good night because we love him. We love him very, very much.
Have a good night, Hollow.
Good night, Hollow.
Or don't. We don't control your life.
Have
Hollow,
good sleepsies.
Hollow, when
Oh,
we
I
getting
did.
them dubs on Fortnite?
Never.
Think about that. Have a good night.
Fortnite's gonna explode.
I wish it would. I wish it would. Okay, so now
You have to do an imitation of something you haven't heard.
I think I know what Vera
he's
probably sounds
he's heard blah blah huge bitch before. It's fine.
like. I don't remember who Vera is. That's your character, right?
Mm-hmm.
The bitchy one.
Well, I'm just gonna give it. I gotta give a southern twang of my interpretation of Zezzy's interpretation of Vera.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not a voice actor.
It's okay.
Hey, Addy partner, hold on, Addy. No, I can't do it. Not even gonna try. I'm Vera. I'm very smart and my hair is pretty, and all my friends look up to me because I'm a strong, independent woman. That was really funny.
That works.
Sky, I'm not sure you understand how impressions work. No, I love this guy. I'm not Scott, I'm Vera. You can tell because I said my name just now. It's too funny.
Oh god.
It's too funny.
Himbos, man.
I love himbos.
Mm.
Okay, what about you, Gravy? Got any good impressions? Dude, my impressions of you are pretty great.
Just one, but it's a real doozy. Well, if it's me, Scott, a dog boy who's bad at impressions. Look at me, I'm Polly. Look at me go.
The second one is genuinely funnier. Do the second one, it's so funny. I did not talk like that. Yeah, you do. You talk like that all the time.
Come on. Come on. There we go.
Okay. Maybe. But why is he running around the cafeteria rubbing his butt in everyone's lasagna? Because he's twerking, Polly. Don't you recognize twerking when you see it? That's not twerking. Twerking doesn't require driving from table to table in a hot pink golf cart. How is this even an impression of me? Are you saying you don't wish you were driving a hot pink golf cart and putting your butt in people's lasagna right now? Fine, out of my... No, that's the other person's voice. Fine, out of my way.
While Polly's busy making love to everyone's lunch trays, you enjoy a quiet meal alone with Scott. So romantic.
Alright. Scott, I would die for you.
Okay, Moose. Would you like to go to the shopkeeper where you can spend some of your money? Would you like to talk to the Slayer? Or would you like to talk to Miranda and Vera?
Alright, so I'm not making a decision, but did you just say Slayer?
Yes.
Explain a little bit more, please.
She's like a human girl that is a monster hunter. She goes to the school for monsters and she wants to kill them. Specifically Damien and Liam, I think, are the ones that she's most focused on killing because one of them is a vampire and one of them is a demon.
I see.
Uh-huh.
So basically I have the choice of just not voice acting anymore. Gotcha.
Well, she's never successful. She doesn't like kill them in the middle of the playthrough. So.
Alright,
It'd be funny.
Shame.
I have 7 money. Yeah, let me go spend it. I'm rich.
Okay.
Show me that money.
Hey, why would you study and prepare for your future when you can come here and buy some weird shit instead, am I right?
Alright, so your options are a sexy fake Latin accent, a Russian novel with an insightful approach to universal matters such as life and death, motivational poster, an erotic fanfic about dragons, a gift that keeps on giving, a blanket with 2 holes. You don't have enough money for the power totem of Zgord, ruler of the Dark Realms. A fake badass tattoo. Conspiracy theories on why you've never gotten to see Kale around here. A lemon. That's it. You're too poor for a set of weirdly specific greeting cards. A thank you letter. Some impractical yet kind of funny glasses. A corpse. Yes, it's just a corpse. A PR agent. And you are too poor for the blood of an angel.
Damn, that's exactly what I was looking for. I guess I'll buy the Kale conspiracy.
Okay. It's going to use all your money.
On there that are free.
Yes, there are some things that are free, but you can only purchase one thing per trip. to the shop.
Come on, gotta get the conspiracy.
Okay.
Kale, dude. So we need to know.
Later, Gator.
Yeah, who would want to save money for their college fund when you can spend it on weird stuff that's like mostly useless? That's a spirit champ. I forgot how to read there for a second, so it's fine. It's whatever.
Everyone chooses a movie, so you'll try out loud the rest of the players before clicking.
I don't really either.
Google movies.
I'm gonna say Talladega Nights for the meme.
Back Mountain.
Okay.
Titanic.
Okay. Great.
Right, back up, Rebel. What was yours?
Talladega Nights. It's
Slower.
what?
Lower.
I didn't
Oh,
catch that.
Talladega Nights. It's like a race car movie. They make fun of NASCAR. It's Will Ferrell.
Okay.
Yeah.
Titanic and Brokeback Mountain.
Mm-hmm.
Hey,
Yeah.
yo.
Correct.
Okay. Yeah, I just decided based on how bizarre an action based on the movie would be. An action figure based on the selected movie would be start debating now. I'm sorry, but Titanic has to go first because that's just weird.
We can reenact the scene of Jack having pretty much the entire fucking thing he could have climbed on, but no.
Yeah. 100%.
We can finally prove it.
Okay, so
Look, if it's not about cars action figures, yeah. So it's probably gonna have to be Gravy then Rebel.
yep, that's fine. Also, if you're ever just completely undecided, we do have the option of the random button. Okay, so Moose gets to go first. Now, I'm going to let you know, Moose, if you go to the auditorium where the shopkeeper is, that means that you don't get the creativity boost. You just go to the shop.
So it's entirely useless for me right now, as I am absolutely broken.
There are some items that were $0.
Yeah, but none of them are Kale, so.
Yeah, I guess. You're right.
Guess I'm going back to class.
Going back to class? Okay.
Today you're astonished by some new stuff you learn in class. You thought high school was all about doing stupid shit with your friends and trying to find true love. You would have thought that class could actually be useful. What a nice surprise. You gain 1 valuable lesson, good luck trying to use that within the game, and 2 smarts. So you're checking your newly acquired conspiracy theories, and they make sense. How come you always never get to see Kale? He goes to every class with you, and yet he's surprisingly absent. Suspiciously absent. Okay, Kale's a person.
I've never seen Kale. I've never seen Kale in this game. Or if I have, I don't know.
I think it was the leaves.
Don't worry, we're gonna change that. We're
Yeah.
gonna find Kale.
Even if it's just 3 weeks away, you had the monster prom in your head for years now, analyzing all of your date prospects. So why hasn't Kale ever been in your considerations as a date for monster prom so far?
Secret
Yeah,
Kale
Moose.
ending.
No, today you put an end to this. Your Moose, renowned thirsty bastard, has tried to date everyone. Everyone.
Call out post.
So you've done your best thirsty explorer gear. What is that, a camelback?
Hey, yo.
Maybe.
Search for the elusive Kale. Luckily, the conspiracy theories includes a lot of intel, so you track him down to where he goes to play Pocket Humans, aka Pokemon, with his friends.
Pokemon.
What a noob.
Dude, what's with that team? It's weak as fuck. Do you even check the career points? Half of your humans don't even have life insurance.
Also, who's going to be reading Kale?
I'll read Kale.
Okay, Nat's going to be Kale. Good shit.
Oh no. I just like to have the funny looking ones. Cuddling stresses me out anyway. I'd rather just hang with them.
Relatable.
I pick mine based on how good they are at doing taxes and shooting other humans in the face. But hey, I guess you do you.
Yeah, I just don't see the appeal. No offense.
It's cool, bro. A fucking country boy saying bro. There's no one. There's no one right way of playing this, right? I sometimes have them fighting. I sometimes have them doing taxes. I sometimes use the game kit as a football.
That's like a Game Boy. It's the device they're playing. Yeah, you see.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Okay,
Mm-hmm.
thanks to your reconnaissance, you know one thing very clearly. Kale is a big nerd. I just need to make a great first impression. But how? Disguise yourself as a sexy game kid console so the boys will have no choice but to press all your buttons. I want to vomit. Show off the Dylan Rupert you've strategically bred so he has max elasticity stats in order to lick his own elbow.
Gotta lick the elbow, bro. That is what is important here.
Elbow licking. Okay.
You jump into the conversation uninvited, ready to show off your kick-ass Dylan.
What's up?
Hey, Moose, what's up? Whoa, what? That Dylan Rupert can lick his own fucking elbow?
Awesome, bro.
Really? That's neat, bro. Mine broke his arm trying. I've heard it was impossible. I felt bad for a week for pushing him to do that.
Weird, dude. I killed like 5 Dylans just trying to get them to lick their own elbows. That shit is metal.
Aha!
It totally justifies pouring dozens of hours of your life into perfecting a fictional character within a video game that you'll probably just stop playing after a month.
Yeah, that's neat. You spoke. Now it's your time. Go in for the kill. You tell the boys that if they were into this, they'll be smitten by the sight of you licking your own elbow.
Whoa.
Come on, you've practiced that a lot. You've got your own elbow. Stop licking it suggestively. I'm uncomfortable.
Wow, Moose, you're such a Dylan.
You're gonna steal Damien away from me, you dick.
Ew. He has left.
Classic Moose. This is nonsense and silly shenanigans to flirt with us.
Dang, maybe your licking your own elbow wasn't the best flooding trick ever. But you spent too much time breeding the Dylan and couldn't think the rest through. No worries, at least you've learned something new. Today, Kale is not into people who lick their own elbows. That's great for your thirsty research. This is good. Baby steps.
For sure.
In the meantime, you gain +2 smarts and 1 charm. I don't know how.
You gained 2 smarts and a charm by licking your goddamn elbow.
The last time I tried to do that, I dislocated my shoulder.
Don't do that.
It was a while ago.
That was
Can I
the
go?
experience I just went through.
Can I go to the outdoors?
Yeah.
No. You can go to the upside down. A day during recess, you start a half-hour rave that goes full crazy. I have no idea how it escalates so much. But at one point, there are like 300 people. Someone summons demon from the nightmare dimension. The consequences might distort the fabric of reality itself. But who cares? It's a rad party! You gain +2 fun. Suddenly, you hear Scott cry out.
Whoa!
Yo, honestly, I completely guessed. I had no idea he'd be out here.
So
Liam, look out!
can I tell you a secret?
What?
It typically picks the characters that you are closest with for your scenes, no matter where you go.
I'll just bust my balls then, okay.
Yeah. Okay. Liam's looking out.
Hello.
Hello.
You turn to see the source of the commotion. Scott has actually thrown a football straight at Liam, who's peacefully reading in the grass. Liam looks up, sees the football, and freezes. That face.
Liam, you gotta move. That ball's gonna hit you.
I can't, for I have stolidly refused to hold my reflexes anyway as a protest against sports.
Me? Feel attacked.
It's a good thing Scott threw the ball so incredibly high. It means you still have a few seconds to act. How will you avert this calamity?
Body slam Liam, do it.
Throw yourself in front of Liam in a heroic slow-motion rescue maneuver. Try reasoning with the football.
You gotta be a hero. Come on.
Okay. Ooh.
Like a sexy secret
I suck.
service agent, you break into a sprint and take a running leap.
Thank you for the lurk, Morgan.
Directly into Liam's chest. His book goes flying and his glasses shatter.
Uh-oh.
Football lands harmlessly a few feet to your right. Liam pulls out a backup pair of glasses and dons them disapprovingly.
If you wanted an excuse to touch my body, you should have simply asked. So I could have told you no, you Neanderthal.
Nice tackle, bro. But wait, you can't tackle someone who's already on the ground. That's a flag. Bad tackle. Bad tackle, everybody.
You're really getting it from all sides now. And yet, something tells you that you won't be getting any. You lose 2 charm and 1 boldness.
You hate to see it. You really hate to see it.
Let's go.
Now it's my turn.
You would ruin my glasses like that, dude. It's so expensive.
I'm trying to
For
think.
200 years.
I think it might be a good idea for me to get just a little charm. So I'm gonna get... And I'm not metagaming because, listen, I don't have extra things to look at stuff, and I'm trying to focus on what's going on here and chat and whatever. So, yes, okay.
That day an epic dodgeball match takes place. The match isn't as important as the human interactions within it. You're at your peak when you decide to go for the overkill and wink at one of your teammates. He's totally mesmerized. Is the most epic wink ever. Damn, you know how to win over people's hearts.
I know.
You gain +2 charm. Afterwards, you spot Coach ranting excitedly to Damien. Better go save them from each other.
Teb, would you be opposed if we gave side characters to Morgan if they want to read?
Actually, I just want to sit and call in chat, but it appears you guys are
Playing a game.
Yeah, so I will sit here and be emotional support. I'm going to be playing League in the background.
Okay. Fun. Understandable. Never mind. Question rescinded.
Yeah, I'm playing League. I'm sorry, I'm a heathen.
Oh no, I love that. I play League too.
I'm just glad this time I'm not talking to myself.
Right? Okay.
Always believe in yourself.
Oh. That's me, right?
Yeah, that's you.
What I'm trying to say, son, I forgot his voice.
It's okay.
Is that you're full to the gills with untapped potential.
I don't have gills.
Then whatever you breathe with, that's what you're full up to.
My lungs.
Sure, your lungs are full of untapped potential, and you know what they say.
I don't.
Untapped potential is like untapped maple syrup. It just sits in your... What? It just sits in your lungs where it can't go on anyone's pancake.
What does this have to do with me creating a super special custom workout?
Your potential, Damien, we gotta tap it. If you can design a workout that strengthens your specific skills.
And this will still be a really dumb conversation. But it's also an opportunity for you to bond with Damien. So you suggest... parkour course through the burning building. Through a burning building, it'll make you a better arsonist. An ambitious regime of powerlifting, it'll make you a better hairdresser. We've been joined. Hello, Hiccup.
Hello, Hiccup. I love you, Hiccup. I'm gonna pick the arsonist.
Oh, that's me. I'm sorry. I totally forgot again. The fucking 5 seconds. Fucking brain of a goldfish. Oh, I already forgot his voice too.
Just do another one.
Oh boy! I love obstacle courses.
Why is everybody becoming southern?
And I love burning buildings.
Do you see, Damien? Becoming your best self can be fun and rewarding.
Can the new bit be that you change Coach's voice every single time he comes up? Even within the same conversation? Because that's fun. I think that's fun.
You seem way too happy about this. You know what arson is, right?
Oh fuck. I do not need to know something. Is that racist? Hold on. Can I do that?
Yeah.
Just read it. Just read.
I don't need to know what something is to support my students' development.
Yeah.
Okay, I mean, I'm totally willing to take advantage of your ignorance, but just so you know, I'm going to use this as an excuse to set fire to...
You don't need to explain yourself to me, Damien. I trust you absolutely.
Aww.
Well, okay, man. I guess I'm going to need some workout equipment, specifically 50 gallons of lighter fluid and a blowtorch.
50 gallons, huh? That's a lot of weight. You sure you can lift that safely when you're just starting out?
Oh,
Okay,
don't
adult
worry.
Stewie Griffin.
It'll be very quickly become a lot lighter.
Hate it. God damn it.
You and Damien cackle manically as you plot to set fire to the gym. Again. Birch laughs right along with you. You gain 2 fun and 1 creativity.
That weekend, something happened to Gravy.
Gravy!
Sure.
Weekend time, and you're with Miranda, Liam, Rebel, and Moose in Liam's apartment.
We haven't seen Vera once. This is so sad.
Because tonight it's game night!
Yo! Who played Jackbox?
Oh.
Damien and Scott are late. How surprising.
Ring.
Hey guys.
We brought a friend. We hope it's okay, Liam. She's totally cool into board games. Her name is, Olga. You do realize we can see that's just a huge owlbear and poorly described as a high schooler, right? Rude!
Yeah, Liam, you don't see us accusing you of being a huge owlbear poorly disguised as a high schooler?
Scott is technically right. We haven't done that. Therefore, I feel inclined to trust him.
Whatever. Can we play some games?
Why is Vera not invited? This is so sad.
Heck yeah. And before we even try, no, Miranda. We're not playing your version of Risk where you start with a huge underwater empire. It didn't sound funny, and it turned out to be completely unfunny.
What about...
No, not werewolf either. We won't play that until you learn that you're the werewolf only when you get the werewolf card, and not just always. Right, we should totally play. Not Cards Against the Monster Kind, Damien. It requires no strategy, nor skills aside from making vulgar jokes. We get it. You like it when it's totally wrong. Say we're enjoying a refined and complex Eurogame. And as you know, it's a Eurogame because we'll spend more time learning the rules than actually playing. It's called Chess 2. It includes deception, dice, deck building, an auction system, dozens of figures, and a hexagon tile placement.
After 3 hours of learning the rules and an extra hour for proper setup, you start playing. But it isn't long before Olga starts wreaking havoc and destroying everything.
Typical Olga.
Eee, this is not nice. No shit, Sherlock. Damn.
Did anybody else just get nice?
Okay, brace yourselves. Olga might actually be a wild owlbear disguised as a high schooler. Thought it would be cool to sneak a wild owlbear into game night because of reasons.
Yeah, reasons for sure.
Oh, I'm sorry. We thought it would be super nice and inclusive for owlbears.
My apartment! My beautiful and mystically decorated apartment is being destroyed. Also, is she somehow winning?
She is, and you need to save game night. How will you subdue the wild owlbear? The only logical way seems to be by beating her at chess too. She's kind of super good at it. It'll take 2 proficient tabletop gamers to beat the owlbear. You know you kick ass, but which of your friends is also amazing at tabletop games?
Oh no. So this, I think, is a smarts thing, and we can't even check what our smarts is. But Moose has been going to class, so I'm willing to bet that his smarts is higher than mine.
Articles.
Rebel is the best at games. She plays Russian Pictionary once a month, and if she's still alive, that can only mean that she always wins. This is a legend among board game players. He's one of the 3 survivors of the Monopoly game night of '98. He wasn't even born then, which escalated from a technicality on a dice roll to one of our saddest national tragedies, the victims in the 2 digits. Jesus, fuck.
Oh no.
We gotta go with the Monopoly game night of '98 because it's almost like the bite of '87.
Correct.
Like in Five Nights at Freddy's. Oh my god.
Five Nights.
Join forces with Moose, and together you become a force to be reckoned with. Roll a d6 and get an 11. Draw a card that double your points if your opponent is very specifically more than 25% owl. 3 trivia answers right, and even though there weren't any trivia questions.
Impressive. Also, the owlbear seems way calmer now. Yeah, Olga might be a wild owlbear, you're just not a sore loser.
I loved, why can't it hear me? I loved the part where you got a bingo and then caught the duck to trade half your resources for a get out of jail free card. Such finesse.
And you know what? That's not what? That was a non-voice. What? Hey, partner. There we go. We got it back. And you know what? Al was the werewolf. Good shit. Good shit.
That's another game, Scott. For what it's worth, Scott, you fooled me. But the real winners here are Gravy and Moose, because they showed off some very sexy board game skills, and also because they actually won.
Huzzah! Huzzah? Huzzah? Is this thing on? Huzzah? Yeah. My 5th huzzah. Damn.
So you spend the rest of the night playing Dragoon, and then some group
Consenticle. Because
there's nothing as cool as dragons, consent, and tentacle sex.
Same.
You and Rebel game plus 2 charm and 1 fun.
Wow, I get to be included in the
Just say
points?
Same.
No comment.
Man, I won us the board game and I don't get anything for it.
It just like gave Rebel pity points.
No,
Rebel didn't do shit here.
No, I think we all got it. I'm pretty sure we all got the 2 charm and 1 fun.
Okay.
I just got to be included.
You and Rebel game.
It feels like it's rigged for the streamer, personally. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, you know, host advantage.
Uh-huh, sure. Alright, let's trade places.
Everyone choose a celebrity. Say your choice out loud, and the rest of the players before clicking.
Leonardo DiCaprio. I
Ted.
almost said Da Vinci, but we're not going to.
Lamau,
Technically also a celebrity.
technically. Tab, you get to pick next.
Oh God. You know, it's like when they like say name a woman, and I'm just like I couldn't name a single woman alive ever.
Name a woman.
It's like name a celebrity. What's a celebrity? Fuck, dude. I'm trying to think of a celebrity that's not controversial right now.
Good luck with that.
There's a lot of them that are unfortunately very controversial right now. Just pick one that, you know.
Adam Sandler.
Okay. Okay.
Wow, him?
Okay. I'm gonna go with Jenny Blackpink.
Who?
Jenny from Blackpink.
I'm gonna pretend I know who that is.
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay.
You don't have to know. It's okay. Players decided based on how likely it is that the selected celebrities.
It is
Go ahead, baby.
secretly part of a cult. Start debating.
I've got a pretty good
Sandler
argument.
first.
Yeah, I was gonna say I've got a real good argument. Like Happy Madison Films, he literally makes a film like every 3 years with his best buddies. You can't tell me that's not a cult.
Sandler definitely first. I can't personally speak to Jenny, so it'll have to be DiCaprio and then Jenny.
Yeah.
Yeah. See, the important part of this question is secretly the K-pop industry is straight up a cult. It's not a secret.
K-pop. I have
Yeah.
no idea then.
Yeah.
Sure.
Okay, Ted, where we going?
Look to the class.
You're in the
Get
class?
smart.
That's my domain. All right, get out of there.
That day you're the first one in class. You sometimes come early because you enjoy talking to the teacher. Nerd. It's a bit better, but in a cool way. He treats you like an adult, and the two of you discuss life and stuff in a very snarky way. Look at you, excelling at the cliche movie tropes.
Let's go.
You gain +2 smarts and 1 valuable life insight. That will help you face the difficulties of being young.
Didn't you also get a lesson in like the first round? Or was that Moose?
Yeah, it
Yeah,
was
I got
useless.
a
Valuable life lesson.
Using in the game.
Look over and see Scott fidgeting in his seat, tail twitching anxiously.
Bro!
Hold on, he does have a tail. Never noticed that. Notice everything else about him. Like those abs. Oh my god. Howdy, partner. My grades aren't looking nearly as good as my biceps, partner. My test scores are not as high as my jump shots. My smarts.
He seems to have run out of similes. But in a moment, he's already forgotten.
I just don't want to do bad in class and get kicked off the sports team. I guess I could just study and work hard and do my homework. Or I could just make the teacher like me and give me good grades by showing her what a good boy I am.
Understandable. Pog. Hello, DJ.
More like well Labrador. Disrupt the class with a stunning display of athletics, flaunting everything you're good at. Teachers love disruption. Bring the teacher lots of small animal carcasses and pile them at her feet.
Gotta be the second one. Why would you ever do anything else?
Is he one of them chimp NFT men? Don't say that about my boy.
Cat.
How dare you, DJ? This is Scott, and he's a nice boy. He's very stupid, but he's a nice boy. Well,
I suck. I am so good at hunting. If she can see that I can crush a vole, she'll see I can crush a test.
What the fuck is a vole?
Your mom.
Exactly.
It's like a small cross between a small mouse mole who lives near the water.
I see, of course, yes.
I'll break a birdie Like, I'll break the bell curve.
Still you.
Sorry, I was reading the other chat. Do you break a bell curve? Do you raise it? I'll raise the bell curve like a barbell.
When Mrs. Panthera walks in, Scott has stockpiled carcasses of squirrels, mice, and sparrows, which he carries in his mouth one by one and lays at her feet with great care. She is enthralled and immediately rips the head off a chipmunk and swallows it whole. Evidently not if she's ripped the head off it. At the point of bloodlust glazes over her eyes, she transforms into a full-out no-marking giant panther. She'd shriek in terror and drive out the way as Panthera begins mauling people, taking huge chunks out of their flesh, snarling ferociously. She bolts down the hallway, presumably to eat her fellow faculty members, unless Crazy Martin, the werebear janitor, can get her under control. Probably can. Like you still set a panther loose on the school. You lose 2 smarts and 1 foot.
That was not the outcome I was expecting there.
No, me neither.
No, you needed the smarts.
It's particle particles, they're gone.
I love how he came in here. He got 2 smarts, and he's leaving just as stupid as he was, but also 1 less fun.
If that isn't the public school system, define.
Facts.
Right. What did you get at the outdoors again?
You want to do outdoors?
What did you get out
Oh,
of the outdoors?
that's fun.
Fun?
Mm-hmm.
Library?
That'll be money.
I do like money.
Okay.
Bit mining?
A day you spend some time on the library PCs mining some Bitcoin. This is supposed to have something to do with solving algorithms and the rise of cryptocurrency. But you guess that nobody actually has any fucking idea how it really works. Anyway, you gain plus 2 Bitcoins, which is equal to... I don't know what the number is.
2 million.
Is it million?
Mm.
$1 million. Which importantly is equal to $2 million, so plus 2 money. Jesus Christ. Exchange rate. Forget all that, you need to continue conducting your thirsty research to better understand what makes the elusive Kale tick.
Oh, I'm still going off on Kale. Alright.
Mm-hmm.
According to the data you gathered, you may find him hidden below the football bleachers. And score.
Dude, this shit is good.
Yeah, right. I may not know much about anything, but I know about my grass.
Grass. It's like funny when you think about it. Like, in a way, you're made of grass or something.
Yeah, never thought of that. You think it might be fate?
Or maybe fate is like this cultural construct we created to avoid facing the vertigo of true free will and the consequences of our actions.
Is that guy on the right the one from Gorillas? I don't know.
The right inflection.
He's not happy. He's feeling sad. He got sunshine in a bag. I'm sure that this is a great reference. I don't know.
It's the Gorillas. And it does kind of with the guy from Gorillas.
That's deep, Geist.
Geist.
What if fate is more like Kate, but with an F?
Huh?
Who's Kate?
That's the real question, isn't it?
So he's a stoner, huh? They really said stoner nerd, huh? Okay.
Wow, mind blown. I had him made the instant I saw him. If I voiced him, I was gonna give him a stoner voice.
You can't see his eyes. You have no other choice.
We might never grasp the truth here.
Wait. Grasp?
Shit. Okay, this is going forever clear. Kale is definitely into weed.
I mean,
No.
it'd be like that.
Really?
Calling the police.
So maybe
The
the
rumor
best
come
way to
out.
romance the shy stoner is by having a skill that'll rock any pothead's world.
I don't think I have one of those.
What would that be, though? Taste buds of a true marijuana.
Sommelier.
Can't read that.
Sommelier.
Capable of pairing any strain of weed with the perfect junk food. Hands of a true joint origami activist capable of creating the most delicate and beautiful blunts ever. I cannot actually read the white on the orange properly.
Oh, uh-oh.
I'm gonna go with the second one, the origami.
Origami.
No!
Fuck yeah! A better way to show Kale you can do a great job with your hands. Edit because of hand jobs. You crash into these two baked beauties and casual ask for paper for a joint.
Hiya!
Hey, Mills. Sure, have one.
You ask for 3 more. And then you ask for 11 more.
So we're at 15. 15 for those keeping track.
Whoa.
What? Sure, I guess you need to speed it up if you want to catch up with us.
Because we're super stoned. Little they know what's about to happen as you prepare to perform the technique of the legendary tiger-shaped joint. But Origami Sensei advised against ever trying this technique, as it requires you to open 7 out of your 8 chakra gates, putting your body at high risk.
What are you doing? And more importantly, why do you look like you're struggling to hold in a massive fart?
Lamau? Dead. I am so dead.
Fool, you're focusing while managing the papers, slowly opening chakra gate by chakra gate. The second gate, the gate of healing. The 4th gate, the gate of pain. The 6th gate, the gate of social anxiety. Finally, the 7th gate, the gate of...
Yeah. Gate of Doug. Haven't you heard of it? Come on.
For some reason, Nickelodeon bought the rights to that chakra dawn in the 19th in a weird attempt to promote the show.
For sure.
Miz, are you okay? Why do you have a colored aura surrounding you? Is that like some sort of allergic reaction? Should I call someone?
You almost have it. Yes. Yes. No. Flinch for a second, which is unfortunate when so many chakra gates are open that split seconds make you fall, breaking 30% of your bones.
Ow.
Also, a slight error in the legendary tiger-shaped joint can only lead to tragedy. So you suddenly get 73 paper cuts, totally decimating your hands.
Lame.
What the fuck just happened?
Classic!
I remember that time when I said that. Classic.
Your attention span is totally annihilated by that bit. Forgot about you and keep smoking the joint while laughing at stupid jokes they cannot hear anyway. You cannot hear anyway because you've made your eardrums explode.
You hate to see it. It's a rookie mistake.
Later they managed to treat you in the hospital, but the medical bills cost you 4 money. But you were totally saving finishing this plot line, so it seems No more plotline for you.
You're also somehow negative money.
Yeah, you're -2. I think you need to go make money.
Let's go.
Oof. So fuck. The cat is in the bathrooms. So I guess I will. I'm gonna get some fun. Why not?
A day during recess, you start a half-hour rave that goes full crazy. Not this shit again.
Mm-hmm.
Casually chatting with Juan in a small magical Latina. The small magical Latina cat. I got very confused then.
Mm-hmm.
You start telling him that hilarious story of what happened last summer at Monster Camp. You know which one. The one involving the beehive, the blow-up doll of the president, the penguin mask, and the mystery of the Goblin King.
We were there. We all know. We remember.
Slowly, lots of people start joining you to hear the story. By the time you say where the Goblin King was, 100 people or so burst into hysterical laughter. You turn on a mobile app that captures all of the laughter and turns it into +2 fun. You notice Debbie and Miranda squatting on the grass, cooking something with a stick. You rush over, hoping for a dead possum, and instead you find them gathered around an entire tiny metropolis.
Fucking metal.
Check this shit out.
It's our kingdom. It's our kingdom. I call it Smalltopia.
A tiny voice from the city shouts up at you. It's called West Pemberley, and we're not a monarchy.
I was just gonna burn it all with a magnifying glass. I'm happy Miranda stopped me. It's good to be king.
A tiny voice from the city says, "We vote for our leaders with a biannual election." I fucked that up, but oh well.
It's fine. It's fine. It'd be like that. But we are facing a quandary. How to boost our kingdom's struggling economy?
Yeah, the whole place has been facing an economic recession ever since a pigeon stole the hospital to build its nest.
Tiny voice says, "That red guy stole our hospital and lied about it."
I am used to managing kingdoms that are significantly larger and much more underwater. I'm afraid I'm at a loss.
Yeah, hey, how about our royal advisor? The pay's shit, but you can take whatever buildings you want.
Hey, says the tiny voice.
Build a new
hospital out of Pomster.
Sorry, I think my brain, it's autopilot. Go.
Build a new hospital out of popsicle sticks and hot glue. You know what's always boosts an economy? War. I think I saw an anthill over by the water fountain.
I know what Damien wants.
See, Miranda, this is exactly what I've been telling you. The best solution is usually violence related.
You truly are wise, Damien. Very well. To war!
3 of you investigate the war with ants by leaving a trail of syrup. Instigate the war with ants by leaving a trail of syrup between Smalltopia and the anthill. The tiny city is soon devoting its entire infrastructure to combating the Fomitic menace. Build barracks, train troops, and construct missile silos. By the end of the period, they've bombed the ants back to the Stone Age with tiny, horrible nuclear weapons. Ringing Fire will be radioactive forever, but Smalltopia's new military-industrial complex really has revitalized its economy. You gain +1 boldness and 2 money, and a bonus for your new permanent position as Smalltopia's Defense Council.
Okay. I won't argue with any money. I won't argue with that. Choose something cool.
Choose something
Ice
cool. Okay, that's cold, but okay. Ice cubes.
Fight me.
Privy.
Ted,
What?
pick something cool.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm real fucking tired, guys.
Understandable.
Yeah, I got a big day ahead of me. Sorry. What am I doing?
Choose something cool.
Me.
Okay.
Do me.
I'm just gonna say no. I'm just gonna say alcohol, and we're gonna call it good. Okay.
Okay, first has to be ice cubes, and then gravy, and then alcohol.
Thank you.
Alcohol
The
makes
idea
too
of
much
a
sense.
200-foot statue of an ice cube.
That's a choice. It's iconic.
This is me.
Who is the pale lady with in the top left?
That's the witch coven.
Of course, yes. I see.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I got good news for you, says.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna go sit by Vera with Liam.
Yay!
You approach Liam and Vera at their table. Before you can sit down, Vera holds up her hand.
Pathetic.
Stop. This is the cool people table where only cool people are allowed.
So mainstream.
I would agree with what Vera just said, but agreeing is something only uncool people do. Wouldn't you agree, Vera?
Nice try, Liam, but I think we're getting away from the point. This interloper still wants to sit with us.
Well, if he wants to sit with us, he's going to have to prove he's as cool as we are. But without, like, trying to prove it. Trying is so uncool.
So, what's it gonna be?
I'm gonna read. Yeah.
Mm.
Well, I guess I'll be going then because there's no way anyone could be as cool as Liam.
I'm walking away. I ain't
Let
got
me
50
ask
bucks.
this. Would an all-cool person be giving Vera $50 monster dollars right now? You're already in debt.
No, I'm just gonna walk away. Can't be as cool as Liam.
Well, there's not an option for walking away, so are you gonna try to be as cool as Liam? Oh wait, no.
Well, I guess I'll be boring
Yeah,
then.
I'm done. Sorry. It's been a day.
Wait, was that sarcasm?
No, of course not. Moose was clearly being totally sincere.
There it was again. Are you two doing this on purpose?
No, why on earth would we do that?
Gah! I can't tell whether you're being sincere or ironic. It's so
Cool.
cool. Everyone knows clear and efficient communication is the least cool thing of all. You've wooed me with your open disdain for language.
I can't tell if you're being serious or not.
Exactly.
Vera and Liam invite you to sit down with them and chat. At the end of lunch, none of you have any idea what anyone else meant. So cool.
So cool.
I'm
Teb?
warning you now. I'm going to bed. I'm going to bed after this noon.
Okay, we'll take over as your stuff. It's not a huge deal. I think there's just one more thing before the prom vote.
Looks like I'm talking to myself again.
You find Polly and Scott huddled at your chosen table. If those two are together, it can only mean one thing.
Break Masters!
He looks cute in that outfit. Oh my god. I love that. Anyways, I hereby call this meeting of the Prank Masters to order. Prank Master Hal, present and accounted for. Chairman Geist, all dressed up and ready to prank. How come you get to be chairman? Well, fuck. It's so hard to talk to myself. Um,
Want me to take over?
well,
release?
I'm just dropping the voice. Which one of us can throw chairs around the room with our ghost powers? Well, I don't have ghost powers, so... Oh, you, I'll get it. Chair, man. But... No time to argue, Scott. It's too funny. It's too funny not doing the voice now. We've got to come up with a baller food prank before the end of lunch. Oh, yeah, okay. Well, what if we ate all our food like a good boy? Is that a prank? No, Scott, I remember the voice. And for the last time, that's not a prank. And I don't eat. But I'm having trouble coming up with another idea. Anybody else?
You've been waiting all your life for an opportunity like this. Propose the ultimate food prank. Eat everybody else's food like a good boy. Replace all the food with chairs.
Who's the good boy? Who's a good boy? Oh my lord, eat other people's food? You can do that? Well, I can't. Fuck, well, I can't. But I can, even if it's on somebody else's plate. Even if it's in somebody else's tummy.
Well.
My watch just suddenly decided that I'm working out. Hold on. Gotta figure out what it thinks I'm doing.
Passing away.
It thinks I'm bicycling. My brother in Christ, what am I doing?
I could have swore you were bicycling right now.
I wasn't touching my screen and everything. It was just like working out.
Great.
Your heart rate jumped that much.
That's what it was. Just seeing these two people together, it's everything to me.
The idea of eating all of the food.
Exactly, that too. I mean, oh my god. Oh my lord. Yeah, exactly. My heart rate's so fast, it's like I'm cycling. You're so smart, Nat. Exactly half of that was right. Well, which half? Oh, no time to figure it out. We got a prank now while a pranking's good. Wait. What about me? Food falls right through me.
You and Scott are already blazing a trail through the cafeteria, gobbling everything inside.
I just want to say Scott looks like No Thoughts Head Empty right now.
He is No Thoughts Head Empty. Fuck the ghost, fuck her. No, Gravy is trying to fuck Scott. Just rail her. I don't think he's trying to rail Polly right now. But you're entitled to your correct opinion.
Absolutely you are, but I mean, just look at that fucking Hawaiian shirt. I'm a simp for Hawaiian shirts.
It's not a Hawaiian shirt.
Sorry. I forgore.
Scott, Scott accidentally eats a few people along with their food. He just politely burps them out when they complain.
Rip.
The time school security kicks you two out. You're both totally stuffed with food. And affection for each other.
Polly is bae. Polly is bae.
Let's go.
It's Damien time.
Anyways, good night, everybody.
Good night, Tub. I love you.
You come up upon Damien sneering at Miranda's elaborate silverware spread on her eating Seth's chow down obediently at a neighboring table.
Fucking Miranda.
How are they chowing down? Their food's been eaten.
This is happening at the same time. This is before, like, you know, this is like, all these things are happening at the same time. We just have to solve them individually.
I see. I still don't get why you collected all these stupid forks and spoons and shit.
We'll ignore the fact that she ain't my type personality-wise, but yeah, no, understandable, Jake.
What a noob.
I mean, even the knives don't really look all that deadly.
Silly boy. This silverware is not for killing.
Fucking hate Miranda.
Things can be for stuff other than killing. That's lame as hell. It's basically useless. I mean, you don't even eat. Your serfs do it for you.
Well, of course they do.
They're not using any of your silverware.
Naturally, they aren't. Serfs must eat with their hands as befits the lower classes.
So you're saying the silverware collection has no practical purpose?
Things have practical purposes? Okay.
These two could go round and round like this forever, unless that you say something to resolve this dispute. Do not eat my laptop.
Okay.
It was right, Mary. Maybe it is time you started murdering people with your silverware. Lay off Miranda, Damien. What about your collection of exotic corpses?
Listen, my man can have whatever stupid hobbies he wants. If he wants exotic corpses, that's fine. I'm not gonna kink shame him, okay? We're gonna kink shame Miranda.
I mean, I was just giving her shit. But I'm in favor of any plan that gets more people murdered.
Oh, how barbaric! Are you sure that's the right thing to do?
Yep, 100%. Absolutely.
Well, alright then. Yum Yum, Daisy, take the sharpest of these silvered wares in your filthy peasant hands and go a-murdering, would you?
I was kind of hoping you would do the murdering yourself.
If we're living in an age wherein a lady can't outsource her senseless murders to her servants, I don't know what the world is coming to.
Fair enough. As long as the murders get done, I guess I don't care.
Miranda even outsources some silverware murder to you and Damien as a team. Really brings you closer to each other. Can
Amazing.
you say I kind of want Miranda's outfit?
Okay, listen, her outfits are sometimes kind of fun, but I don't like her.
Choose an animal. I'm gonna say lion for gravy.
Yeah, you can take over as Gravy. I'm gonna
Lion,
say...
sugar glider.
I'm gonna go with a bat because I've got a sticker of a bat that I'm meaning to put on my case. Yes.
A cute video where a charming cat becomes friends with the selected animal to be. I've seen a video of all three of these.
Interesting.
I have to admit the lion was the cutest because it's such a big juxtaposition to such a tiny little animal.
Okay.
And then it was the bat because it was just something I wasn't expecting, and then the sugar glider was just kind of hanging off its back.
Sugar gliders are they're just vibing. I love them. They're so good.
Sure.
So this will be our last decision before we try to pick our prom dates. So, Nat as Gravy. Where are you going?
I'm gonna go to the auditorium.
Okay.
We haven't been there yet.
Understandable.
That day while rehearsing for the class play, it is as though the muses themselves are descended to give you a figurative blowjob.
As you do.
The performance is intense and inspiring. It'll be remembered for generations, which is pretty rad by high school play standards. The game +2 creativity. Scott catches up with you afterwards, panting with excitement. I cannot do a southern accent to save my life, so somebody else is gonna have to
Hey
do
bro,
it.
I was just thinking today about how much I like you and want to share all my favorite things with you. I thought about sharing my bones with you, but I don't remember where I buried any of them. Then I thought maybe we could go out peeing together, but peeing on each other's territory would be wrong, and I don't know how to share the moon or even where it is right now. So I guess that just leaves my two favorite things in the whole world. Cheerleading and sports. And since you're not on the sports team, cheerleading it is. Let's cheer together, bro. What's that? You want to know what we're cheering for? Well, I thought I'd leave that up to you. What should we cheer, bro?
We should cheer for the working class. Nothing will aid the rise of the
Proletariat.
as a hearty cheer. Like a hearty cheer. We should cheer for each other because friendship is the greatest sport of all. Wow, I can't read to save my life today.
Understandable.
Friendship.
Friendship.
Cheer for friendship.
Cheer for friendship. Understandable.
I'm gonna
Yes.
Is it Gravy who wanted to go for Scott?
Yes, it is.
I'm gonna keep that going.
Yes, yes, we'll cheer for each other's cheering, and our cheering will make each other's cheering more cheerful.
Scott picks you up and tosses you in the air, but before you hit the ground, he's in your arms ready for you to toss him. Yeah.
Toss me higher, bro. With friendship, anything is possible.
Toss Scott into the air, but somehow the force of your encouragement allows him to toss you again. You can fly. You can fly into space. You crash into the sun. The sun is no match for your love for each other.
Aww.
Can't.
I can't tell whether this fire in my heart is me getting burned up by the sun or my love for you.
It's probably both. You slingshot around the sun, traveling faster than the speed of light. Crashing to Earth 7 days ago, right before the opposing team scored the touchdown in last week's sports game. You obliterate the enemy quarterback.
Yeah, cheerleading.
Cheerleading indeed, and now you have an entire extra week to hang out with Scott, which won't be reflected in the game. You time traveling cheater. You gain 2 bonus and 1 fun.
Let's go.
Bathrooms.
You need to up your creativity.
I don't need it where I'm
Visit the
going.
Bathrooms to take a number 2. Don't worry, there won't be an illustration of that specific moment.
Thank you, game.
Thing is, you make one of the boldest decisions of your life. You don't put paper on the toilet seat before using it. Look at you, you crazy bastard. You gain 2 boldness and probably 1 strep. With a slight chance of an STD.
Is this board game online? Anyway, it's fine. It's fine.
It's later when you're minding your own business and definitely not doodling pictures of Damien in your notebook.
Shut up. You don't know what's in my notebook.
And you see Damien making his way over to you, and at which point you definitely do not need to hide your drawings.
Yo, so here's the thing. You know, I think most people are pretty much 100% awful fuck doors.
Yes, I do.
Fuck doors?
Yep.
I actually think you're only 70% awful fuck door. Tops.
Promise?
In fact, I actually think you're kind of rad. I've been meaning to get a new tattoo, since nothing's as rad as intentionally sticking needles into yourself.
Yeah.
To create a permanent image on your skin for fucking ever.
Yes, I agree.
And that's why I have a unicorn alpaca.
Matching tattoos, if we can come up with something rad for us.
Oh my god. It's your chance to once and for all convince Damien of how awesome you are. Oh, fuck this up. And it's time to suggest the baddest, reddest, maddest tattoo of all time, which is an unfire pentagram made out of pentagrams, with those pentagrams are made out of guns that shoot pentagrams, and the pentagrams are on fire, and the fire is on fire. A sea cucumber.
A sea cucumber?
Listen, I would not normally pick the option that doesn't have fire in it, but I'm hoping that my boy gets it. I'm hoping.
Dude, I don't even know what that means.
I'm leaving.
Well, you're rad, I'm rad. Getting stabbed with needles is rad. Let's go for it.
Yay!
Yeah!
Fuck yeah, it feels amazing to have Damien's blind trust in you and have him pick the best sea creature of all. You know you'll keep it. 2 of you head to your separate tattoo beds and make finger guns at each other as you're inked. When your tattoo's finished, it shows a sea cucumber in the middle and expelling its own organs, something you hope Damien will be impressed by. When Ogre shows you his tattoo, it's literally just a cucumber in the shape of a sea.
Oh, my dumb idiot boy. I really am a morosexual, huh? Okay.
Miscommunication. Being displeased and immediately scrubs his new tattoo off using your face. Oh, right, when everything was going so well, you've destroyed Damien's trust in you and lost 2 smarts and 1 charm. At least you have a tattoo of a sea cucumber. Fuck it, it's not worth it.
Here's the thing. I was like, the fire answer is too easy. The game, it puts the...
Alright.
Okay, this is fine.
I'm going to class.
Can I just say that little creature over your shoulder is fucking adorable?
Oh no, that's part of him.
Is it a part of him?
Yeah.
What are you, an ink monster?
I think he's supposed to be like some sort of like shadow creature. I don't remember the exact lore, but...
A day you learn a ton of spells that are as cool as they are seemingly useless. A spell to reduce sticker stickiness. I need that.
Mm-hmm.
Spell to turn chocolate and vanilla ice cream into vanilla and chocolate ice cream. A spell to gain +2 smarts. You actually use that last spell and you gain 2 smarts.
You're still -2 money, though.
I don't need
In
money.
art class, you're having a hard time looking at the unspeakable eldritch relic you're supposed to be painting. And Liam and Miranda thankfully provide you with a distraction.
What are you talking about, Miranda? That relic clearly represents the futility of man's quest for meaning in a world of consumer goods.
But how do you know that, Liam? To me, it just looks like a gruesome and horrific offering to a pitiless god like Uncle Anathema used to make. I don't fucking...
Why, it's easy, Miranda. When I want to discern the true meaning of a piece of art, I simply
Take it up. Look at the bottom and read the clearly printing label that explains the true meaning of the art.
I'm gonna look at the label. Ridiculous. There's nothing written on the bottom of...
There's something written on the bottom of the statue. It says, "This statue clearly represents the futility of man's quest for meaning within capitalism." Oh dear, Liam, it looks as if you were wrong. You said in a world of consumer goods.
That is merely my superior vocabulary at work, Miranda. This ours was an elder sculpture, after all, not an art critic.
Wow, Liam, you're so smart and so humble. Oh, she wasn't being sarcastic? Whoops. Nat, babes, you still there?
Yeah, sorry.
You're good.
You can't accept Miranda's sincere compliment. When he thinks you're not looking, he runs around at the bottom and the backs of every other piece of art in the room. He clearly changed his life, probably for the better. He gained 2 charm and 1 smarts.
Still -2 money, though. I think I'm the only one not getting laid this time. It's okay. It's fine. Story of my life. Alright.
Hey, noob.
Yeah.
Well, I'm going for Liam, obviously.
But Kale isn't even an option, even if you had succeeded.
So the thing is, with the secret characters, you have to choose yourself, like that you're not choosing any of the 6 main people. But it said that you failed the Kale quest line, so I don't think that it's going to be successful if you choose not to. So I think Liam's your best option if you want to try to take somebody to prom.
I definitely did not succeed on that Kale quest line.
Oh, so if you had succeeded, you would have been an option.
No, you still have to select, quote, yourself, but it's weird. Okay.
You finally pluck up the courage and ask your beloved to go to the monster prom with you. You and me?
Excuse you. I'd rather go to prom with a bag full of garbage as my date.
How ironic.
Wait, that'd be so disruptive. Thanks for the insight. Enjoy embracing eternal solitude, my friend. Now, if you'll excuse me, I have a bag full of garbage to court.
Wrong.
Are you bad at interacting with
Kind of
people?
screwed me over because it just forced me into it.
Praying for the sin of making such bad choices, you were forced to walk around the school in the nude, accompanied by a nun who chanted shame over and over while ringing a big bell. Classic.
Sure.
You finally pluck up the courage? I'm not repeating this one again.
Prom? I don't know about math, bro, but you plus me seems to equal a great night. Let me check our math book to be sure.
That isn't a correct formula, but Scott is still thrilled at your upcoming prom
We're the
date.
perfect team.
Night was rad. Well, there was that part where the full moon came out and Scott transformed into a rabid wolf and nearly killed 3 people. Aside from that, it was a wonderful night to remember.
Let's go.
Finally pluck up your courage, ask your beloved to go to the monster prom with you.
My mic was muted. Prom. Burning stuff, but committing murder might be badass.
Fucking metal.
But nothing as badass as following your heart and believing unapologetically in love.
Did I get laid?
Let's do this. Let's live our life with 0 regrets. Prom, here we go.
Let's set the world on fire, baby.
Quite a cute dress as well.
Okay.
That night was awesome.
Good shit.
You and Damien reflected on all the fucked up misadventures you had over the past few weeks.
He just told me, like, the day before prom that he doesn't fucking like me. Okay. He changed his mind.
You definitely been your worst self.
Mm-hmm.
And some good after some good laughs, you conclude, well, I'm definitely going to hell. He stayed silent a bit after that and he added, you know what? I see no problem with that. Best night ever.
Thanks for getting me the achievement broke, Moose, for finishing the game with being in debt. Moose was best at actually learning something in school. Liam's quote. Moose?
Sorry, I had my voice decided it was nap time.
Uh-huh.
I'm over 400 and I'm still amazed at how stupid people are here.
Facts. I'll do the outro here. Just to give Nat a break, because they read a million things. Those 2 weeks were maybe the most epic and absurd weeks of our lives. After the monster prom, we kept on living our lives, falling in love, battling for friendship, and learning about who we were and who we could be. You know what? Like it always does, life happened. It was wonderful. Miranda and Damien received an award from Smalltopia for their work as city planners. Smalltopia's citizens still insist the award was fake, and they pray every day for the 2 of them to stop messing with their city. Scott became a world-renowned athlete, but he ended his career to come back to his hometown and take on the job of the athlete he admired the most. Now he's back at high school again, working as the coach. Liam kept doing art so hard that he eventually evaporated and became the concept of coolness itself. As he left the physical plane, the last thing Liam did was give everyone a condescending look. For those 2 weeks, the monster prom seemed larger than life, and then it was gone, just like that. The battle for monster prom might have ended then, but there were plenty of battles left in that war called youth. But once again, we were young and unafraid. We were ready to start. Then I think it was just, here's the thing, a lot of the choices you make, even if you make, quote, the right choice, it won't work because of your stats, so you might not have had the right stat combo for what you were doing.
Well, I
That
also had
happens.
less interactions, I think, with the characters than y'all did.
Yeah, and that sort of screwed you over. But now you've played Monster Prom and you already own it, so there is that.
Random people online now.
I will let you know there is like a multiplayer mode, like if everybody has it, that you can do, if I remember right.
Yeah, it was an online.
Yeah.
You could do a room code.
Yeah, so we could play it together, but you can also earn like the Steam achievements if you would like. I'm really good at mouth words. Yes,
That game
it's.
was not what I was expecting.
I told you it's really different, right?
I wasn't expecting it to just full send into a fucking like sex and shit. I thought it'd be a bit more PG. It is just like nah. Fuck this shit.
No, no, no,
I
no.
wasn't expecting it. I don't care, but I just wasn't ready.
I told you it's much more in the style of BGO and Jackbox than you might expect.
Yeah. And I find it funny how all the people that we chose to voice, I feel like we're pretty similar to ourselves. Because I definitely like violence. That's why I picked Damien.
Ooh, we got a new image in the gallery. Let's check it out. Okay. New Polaroids. All right. Always have each other's rears. Okay. Fantastic. And then we have... There's a lot of like bonus art that you can get. Ooh, these are like...
Is that Slender Man?
Yeah, these are all like the monster sonas of the devs.
I see.
Arthur Tian, lead artist. He's just... Why are his feet like that? Why he built like that? Oh, there's also Jesse Cox, the producer. I didn't want to leave anybody out. There's like a whole fan art section. I don't know. Monster sonas. But one thing that I think is really fun about this game. So if you get the ending with Damien, you can come to this and see any one of the player characters with him. And that's true for each of the characters, including also when you get rejected. Damien flips you off, of course. Vera fucking laughs you off. There is an ending with the shop girl. There's an option if you buy the ghost sheet with pretty much everybody. Yeah, Polly. Yeah, no, I think. Yeah, everybody. Looks like. Yeah. So that's a thing. And we talked about some of these. I don't think I can show the rest of them on stream because there's lots of stuff. What?
I want to know why he punches the sun.
It's for reasons. You've never just wanted to punch the sun?
I mean, I do, but I want to know his reasons.
I don't remember the exact thing. I can find it on the wiki and send it to you if you want. But yeah.
I'll figure it out eventually at some point in my life.
It's a fun game though, right?
Yeah, I was not prepared to be put on the spot to do some voice acting. But other than that,
It wasn't so bad though, right? Once you got into the swing of things.
at least I had characters that I feel like I can do.
Yeah.
Like a fucking nerd.
Fucking nerd. Now, do you have thoughts?
No.
No thoughts.
No
I
thoughts,
have
but,
3.
You know, that's fair.
Definitely a character there that I did not care too much for,
Mm-hmm.
and I think it was a universal dislike. I don't remember her name, but
Miranda.
Yeah,
Yep.
Miranda.
I straight up can never remember her name. Anytime I like come back to the game, I'm like, there's you know, Damien, and there's Vera, and there's Polly and Scott and Liam and oh fuck, what's her name? And you remember I remembered her name right as like it showed the silhouettes of the characters again. I was like, oh fuck, her name's Miranda. That's how it happens every single time.
She's annoying as hell.
She's so annoying. Like, some of her lines are funny, don't get me wrong. Some of them are just so fucking ridiculous. But, like, she's not as likable. You know?
Yeah.
regardless, we're going to throw it on the end screen. I'm going to go ahead and mute desktop audio, and we're going to find somebody to raid. I'm trying to think. Some of our friends might still be up. What up? Dropping by to say ho before heading to bed. Well, hello, McMuffins. Not much. We're just getting ready to end, actually. We're going to go raid one of our friends. We played some Jackbox and some Monster Prom, and they were both very, very fun. It's just, I got work tomorrow. So let's see. Wasn't it? Hello. Stop. Stop it, Moose. Stop. Okay, we're gonna actually go, my buddy Fix, he is doing a 12-hour birthday stream. He's getting to the end of it now, and I would like to give him just a little bit of love. Yeah? Oh yeah, they were doing gift subs earlier. It was a hype train, it was a whole thing. Anyways, I love you guys. Please be kind to yourselves and each other. I love you, and I'll see you later. Goodbye. Did I? Oh no, so I guess they must have did another round of gift subs then. Yeah, that would be, okay, that tracks. Excuse me, Google Chrome, can you please make some noise so I can hear Fix when he's asking me questions?